92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A listener named Nicole is on the phone today to do a second date update, and she said in her email that the guy she wants to call today, she liked him because he's cultured.
Oh.
So I'm guessing, Nicole, that he's the type of dude that likes to put mayonnaise on his hot dog. Huh?
That's not culture.
No. Yeah, very fancy dude.
I mean, if we were talking Miracle Whip, maybe.
I don't know. We never ate hot dogs together, so I can't really say, but that wasn't exactly.
How cultured is this guy then? Do you guys eat something other than hot dogs on a first date?
He lived in France for like 8 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't think they have hot
So
dogs out
he's
there.
super well traveled, and he's a man of the world.
Super well traveled. He loves to do a ton of adventurous things. He loves to ski. Specifically, he calls it alpine skiing, which I've never heard anyone say that before. Like he's just very rich with his things that he loves to do. You know?
Is he rich with money too?
I don't know.
Oh,
I never found out.
And how did you meet this man?
We actually met online on a dating website.
Oh,
Okay.
not an alpine skiing enthusiast blog?
I actually have never skied before, which he doesn't know. But
You're like, I shoot the powder.
Yeah, alpine's the
powder.
best.
I like a lot of going downhill.
So who chose who on the website? Did you make the first contact or did he?
yeah, I actually reached out to him because I was reading through his profile and I saw that he loved to travel, and that's actually like a huge thing for me. Like I love traveling. I've been to Iceland, France, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. I love traveling. So when I saw that he lived in France for 8 years, I was like, I have to meet this dude. I have to.
And what
Okay.
did you think the first time you laid eyes on him?
Okay, well, this is how the date started, which is actually kind of embarrassing. I saw him on the picture online, thought he was very cute. Like, I know what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the restaurant first, and I was waiting at the bar for us to get our table, and someone came up to me and said hi. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm actually waiting for someone. And then there was like this awkward moment. And then I was like, oh, my God, Aaron. I didn't realize it was him.
Oh, it was him?
So you thought just some random dude was coming up to hit on you and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
God,
I
not
don't know.
again.
I was really nervous. I was really in my thoughts. And I was like, okay, really excited to meet this guy. And I don't know what it was. I wasn't expecting it in that moment. So I didn't realize it was him. And yeah, it was awkward.
Did he not look like his picture?
No, he did. He looked like his picture. I think it was just, it's like dark lighting in the restaurant. And I don't know. I just was in my thoughts of like, okay, be cool, Nicole, be cool. Okay, that's on a great date. And then he walked up to me and I just wasn't expecting it. So that got things off on a weird start. I'll admit it.
Plus, he didn't say bonjour, so I'm sure that totally threw you off.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
He was cool about that, though, right?
No, he was. He laughed and, he made some joke about like, how many dates are you going on tonight? And I was like, no, that's not it. And, it was fun. But yeah, when it first started, I was very embarrassed.
So how was the date, though? Like, how was the conversation?
Okay, I thought it was great. Like, you know how most first dates is just very like, so what do you do for a living? I do this. And it's kind of like just stiff, like small talk. Like, because he was in France, we talked about how I just recently traveled there. I was just in Cannes, and I went to a film festival, and I swam in the Mediterranean, and we went back and forth and just bonded over like how beautiful the country was. And I don't know, I felt like a really awesome connection with him.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
is it Cannes or is it the Cannes Film Festival?
It's not
Well,
important.
it's a festival in Cannes, France.
Okay, but what's it?
Yeah, but the pronunciation, is it con or can?
It's been driving me nuts my whole life, and I've never been there.
Yeah, it's Cannes. It's Cannes.
So if
Okay.
you say con, are you being pretentious?
You're just being American.
Oh, all right. I thought it was the other way around that was American. Like, I'm going to the Cannes Film Festival. Anyway, so you guys bonded over that. Anything else interesting from the date that we should know about?
At the end, I thought I was making a really fun joke because I thought it went really well. When we were saying goodbye, I asked for a French kiss because he's from France. I thought I was being really bold, and I thought things went well, but he kind of just laughed, and he was like, that was a funny joke, and then just hugged me.
Ouch. Ouch. That must have hurt.
You asked for a kiss in the cutest way
Yeah.
possible that you could think of, and he was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
How did you recover from that, or did you?
I just told myself, like, not everyone wants to kiss on the first date, and maybe that's just not his thing. And I walked away still feeling pretty good until I haven't heard from him for a week. So
And how many times have you tried to call him?
I called him twice and his phone has been off. And then I sent a couple texts just to be like, you still alive? And nothing. So that's why I reached out to you guys.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Okay, and his name is Aaron, you said?
Yeah, Aaron.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call Aaron, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Nicole is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy named Aaron. The two of them bonded over their love of France. They went out to dinner and talked about how they both have traveled there and experienced the Champs-Élysées, Versailles,
Yeah, Versailles
and then
gorgeous.
walked around the Louvre Museum
Yeah.
and checked that out for a bit. Just two cultured individuals talking about what they saw over there in Francois.
Oh, no.
Nicole?
You're so American.
Nicole?
Nicole?
Yes. Oh,
Did-
I'm here.
did it-
I was really enjoying the music.
Did it feel like you were out to dinner with Aaron all over again, the way that I was speaking?
Yeah, that definitely did.
I, too, am a very cultured individual. So Nicole met Aaron online. They both have traveled a lot. They bonded over that. They went out to dinner. But at the end of the night, she said, hey, how about a French kiss? I get it, because we both been to France. And he said, that's a funny joke, and gave her a hug. So no kiss, and now no phone call for over a week. So we're going to get him on the phone and see if we can find out why. I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if he picks up, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Aaron.
This is Aaron.
Aaron, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm okay. From where?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I only listen to NPR. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're kind of the
It's
same.
great. No, we're not
If you
at all.
if you add a like NPR plus Justin Bieber plus fart jokes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm not familiar. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you today because a listener to our show actually emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone.
A listener. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know anyone who might listen to you, but sure.
Well, you do actually know one person who listens to us. Her name is Nicole, and you guys went out on a date the other day.
Yeah. I know Nicole. I blocked her.
What?
Wait, you what?
I blocked her from everything. Social, her number.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, why would you block her?
How is that any business of yours?
Well, because she emailed us and wanted us to get in touch with you because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them afterwards, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what went wrong. So she was curious why you weren't calling her back, and I guess we know now that you've blocked her, but she wanted to know why.
Oh, so you're going to tell her?
Yeah, that's the whole point. We get the info from you, and then we pass it along to her.
Okay, I think this could be good for her to know, actually.
Okay, so what would you like us to tell Nicole?
Well, tell Nicole that it's been done, it's been played out, and she needs to shake it up a little bit.
Is she like harassing you or something, and that's why you blocked her? Is that what you mean by it's been played out or something?
No, I mean, tell her that she needs to stop being so average.
Average?
Being so average.
Whoa, what is that?
Okay,
was-
and
Very average.
what about
That
her
was
is
mean.
so average?
I mean, not to be mean. I mean, it's just how she is. But, you know, it's the same American thing. The girl who thinks she likes to travel and is so cultured, but really isn't.
So wait, you blocked her from all social media and everything on the internet because you think that she's average and isn't well cultured enough?
I'll give you an example. You know, she says she's well-traveled. And she says, you know, France is her favorite place to go. And she says the most incredible place to go in France is Paris. And then she, like, flashes her stupid Eiffel Tower keychain. I was just not impressed.
You were not impressed that she liked Paris?
Not at all. Every American woman says they love Paris.
So what if Paris is an awesome city? So what?
Paris was an awesome city in the 19th century.
So
I mean,
Paris is not awesome anymore.
No, I mean, most people, you say Lyon or you say Dijon. But, I mean, Paris was a while ago. We did that.
Whatever you said to me just sounded like mustard. That's all. So,
It's a city.
yeah, I don't know where you're talking about.
I mean, you get the gist. She's an American girl, says she loves to travel, and she's just skimmed the surface, and I wasn't that impressed with it, and frankly, I didn't have the patience for it.
You sound super condescending. Like, can't you just understand that, one, she's trying to connect with you on a level where she knows you have interests?
Connects with me over Paris. I find that very funny.
Whoa.
Paris isn't cool.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, if I ever take a trip to France, I know not to go to Paris now, right?
I mean, you can fly to Paris and buy a croissant and go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and you're still not a world traveler.
What are you talking? There's some people that I know that has never even been out of the country. I mean, good for her for
I pity those
making it.
people.
Okay.
Just like you pity Nicole,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Aaron, thank you for sharing. I need to share with you that Nicole is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Wait, right now?
Yes, right now.
Right now.
Yes, Nicole?
Hey, Aaron, it's that basic chick you went on a date with. I'm so embarrassed right now. I swear to God, he was not this pretentious on our date, okay? Like, he was a cultured person. He was not this condescending. This is not who I thought you were, Aaron.
How would you remotely know that I'm cultured if you're not close to that?
It's like, you're talking to me as if we didn't converse at all the night. I told you, I've been to many, many countries. You've lived in Paris for 8 years. I've traveled to France, Italy, Austria, Switzerland. Like, I've been many places. How can you say that?
Just stop talking. I don't need to hear, your passport stamps of the world. I heard you say it once on our date, and I don't need to hear it a second time.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
I don't understand. Like, who do you think you are? Do you think that you're like some prince or something? I mean, why do you think that you're so incredible?
Yeah.
Well, I actually do have a little bit of royal ancestry and blood, but
Oh my God.
but I don't like to, talk about it much.
Well, why would you? That's kind of showing off at that point, Aaron.
Well,
Look, Aaron, all I have to say is, like, if you plan on ever finding love in this life, you've got to change because you're being a huge pretentious jerk right now.
I'll think about that next time I'm flying on my jet to Megève with my family to ski, and you're at some senior frogs trying to buy a shot glass. Tell everyone you went to Puerto Vallarta.
My God.
Oh my God. I can't believe I actually liked you.
And you didn't see any of this on your date with him?
No, he totally hoodwinked me. I thought that he was a really sweet gentleman. I don't know, he must have real game or something.
This guy?
I actually was a gentleman. It was excruciating to sit there for 2 hours or whatever, and I laughed on the inside. And frankly, I think I'm done.
Oh,
Whoa.
man.
Well, that makes two of us, Aaron. Finally, we have something actually in common because we are both done. I do not ever want to speak to you again.
Oh, well,
Jeez.
that came as a shock.
And Nicole, before you go, it's pronounced can, not can.
Oh,
You know what, Aaron? Why don't you go suck your own because no woman is ever going to do it for you, okay?
Oh, my God. I just fell in love with Nicole. Oh, my God.
Aaron, you seem cultured enough. Are you able to do that? Because I've heard that Frenchmen can do that to themselves.
As every
Wow.
man should.
This is the reason I don't listen to terrestrial radio.
Well, thank you for being on terrestrial radio for a few minutes. Appreciate your feedback, Aaron. Nicole, I didn't even get to ask if you'd go on a second date with you.
I think you know the answer.
Well, I
anyway.
don't- I don't-
I'm honestly so sorry you had to deal with him, you guys. I'm very embarrassed right
That's
now.
all right. So what are you going to do now?
I'm just so angry. I just want to find him and just hit him over the head with a f***ing baguette or something.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, if that guy's so classy, why is he meeting up in a bar with a woman he's meeting on social media? Good point. He should be finding them somewhere else. Because he's very refined.
You should go to the art gallery.
If you missed today's second date update, Nicole wanted to call a guy named Aaron. While they were out on their date, they bonded about how they both like to travel. Well,
that's-
she thought they bonded
Yeah.
about how they both like to travel, but apparently she's very basic when it comes to traveling, and he knows because he grew up in Europe. So the fact that she liked Paris was just ridiculous because, of course, every American woman likes Paris. Actually, get out and experience the country, you idiot.
Which is so stupid because, like, even here in America, like, I think it's really cool to go to New York City still. And it's kind of
You
the same.
would.
Yeah.
You would.
Kind of the same thing.
Try going to Kentucky. All right, go to actual America and experience it for once.
Everyone goes to New York.
You're so lame with your New York keychain. Would you go to the Times Square as well? Ooh, the bright lights. Yeah, shiny things often hold my attention because I'm an idiot. No, thank you. Was basically how he acted the whole time.
That was
You
him to the
could-
T,
It really was.
You could hang out with him.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you two are actually BFFs and you didn't know it.
He actually got offended because she had an Eiffel Tower like keychain.
Yeah,
Which is so weird.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Buy a trinket. Buy a trinket from the Eiffel Tower. Oh, God. Try to challenge yourself for once. Anyway, they agreed not to go out
good.
because he's kind of a D-bag.
Yeah.
And then she said something at the end that I can't repeat on the radio.
Oh, I love her.
But she told him that he should service himself in a certain way. And I feel like he probably is thinking about that now. Like, I bet you I could. I don't need a woman. I should probably learn to do that anyway.
Isn't every
because I
man-
know almost everything else.
Isn't every man thinking that right now?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on a second.
That's a good idea.
Gave me a good idea. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
How's that old nursery rhyme go? I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. Don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Yeah.
Well, I know a second dater who swallowed a fly. And who knows why he swallowed a fly? Because he's an effing animal. That's why. Because he's a maniac. And his name is Evan, and he's on the phone with us right now. And yes, Evan bit the head off a fly on his first date.
Savage.
If you're just tuning
So
in, I
gross,
need
dude.
to explain a little bit because you're probably like, what?
Yeah.
He was at dinner with his date, and there was a fly buzzing around his head, so he thought, I'm going to joke around and try to, like, nip at it, like how dogs do. And then he did, and he actually caught the fly.
Oh, my God.
And then bit it in half, and I guess one part of the fly fell down to the table, the other one stayed in his mouth.
Oh.
He ran to the restroom, cleaned out his mouth, probably should have just jumped off the top of the building. But anyway, cleaned out his mouth, went back to the table, tried to explain it, and his date wasn't really feeling him after that. So now we're about to get her on the phone and see if he can get a redo. All right, Evan, you animal.
Yeah.
Are you ready to give her a call?
Let's do it,
Oh
man.
my God. I really think that your mistake wasn't the accidental fly biting. It was the calm reaction you had afterwards that made you feel more like a serial killer.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, slowly biting the head off a fly and then staring her directly in the
Yeah,
eye the whole
that's
time.
true. I didn't
That's
think of it.
pretty cold.
No, I didn't stare her down. Oh, come on.
All right, well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can help you out. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Vanessa, please?
this is Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What's Brooke and Jubal?
That's a good question. It's a radio show,
Okay.
okay? It airs on radio stations.
Like most radio
Yep.
shows.
Okay.
Appropriate place for it to be.
Why are you calling?
Well, I'm calling because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and figure out why. And we got an email about you from a listener. His name is Evan.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He's probably hard to forget.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a thing with flies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually talked to Evan about that date where he accidentally bit a fly in half.
Oh, God, it's so gross.
Have you been referring to him as Fly Guy this whole time?
Somewhat, but I kind of don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, it's probably a place you want to bury deep, dark in your head so you don't have to think about it.
I'll try not to remember it.
Yeah, he told us about your date, said that he really liked you, and he was just trying to joke around when that happened, but he understands that, like, you know, obviously it'd be disgusting to sit across from somebody on a date and have them munch into an insect that they, like, didn't order off the menu.
Right.
And he's wondering why you're not calling him back or texting him back.
It's not so much about the fly. I mean, yeah, that's gross and whatever, but the guy is, like, really kind of rude and full of himself. I mean, he, like, pop culture shamed me, I guess is what you might want to say.
Pop culture shamed you?
He did tell us that he tried to tell you a Karate Kid joke and you didn't get the reference.
Right. There was some Mr. Nagi, Shaggy...
Mr. Miyagi. It's from the movie Karate Kid back in the 80s.
What's the name?
Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, that's the name. So I'm sitting in the restaurant, and it was starting to get really awkward because he was, like, yelling at me because I haven't seen some ancient film, and he just wouldn't go on and on about it. I felt really uncomfortable. It really was making me feel bad.
As it should. Like, no person should be on a date and be made to feel stupid. Like, he was so condescending.
And I'm thinking, you know, this is supposed to be a nice, romantic date, and this guy is just sitting here grilling me about these 80s movies and the fact that I didn't see them, and it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, I have seen people treat other people as really stupid when they don't get pop culture references.
Yeah, I really take offense to that, and it didn't just stop with that one movie. He kept making other references, like Beverly Hills Cop was like another one. I don't remember that one.
Okay, I want to shame you right now because that was a great movie series.
I don't remember.
Yeah, now
anything
I'm
about
mad.
it either. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so old. I have no interest in seeing these movies, and you know what? I don't even think they're probably funny either. So
not funny? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean not funny? They're hilarious.
But yeah, Evan, hang on a second. Vanessa, that's Evan. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. And usually you're supposed to wait until I bring you into the conversation, but apparently Evan couldn't wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but just, like, I don't get this. Like, how can you, like, A, not know that many of them, and B,
oh my God, here we go again. Why is it a law or something? I'm supposed to know all these things.
It's not a law. I'm just, like, shocked, and it's just, I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm sure there's things, like,
yourself.
I don't know about your world that you'd be like, oh, come on. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, make you feel bad. It's just, like...
You are making me feel bad.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, that sounded sincere. Wow. That sounded real sincere. Wow.
I mean, I'm really not. It's just like...
Yeah, I got that. I was also being sarcastic.
You're posting a judgment on me. You are. You're being very judgmental. Oh, wow, I can't believe this person did. So it's all the world according to Evan. Like, you know, you don't have room for another person for a relationship if this is the way you're going to behave.
Well, I mean, if you watch the movies, you'd change your mind.
Evan, why are you so hung up on comedies and films from the late 80s, early 90s?
I'm not hung up on them. I've seen other movies since then, but, like, those are just gems of cinema.
Evan, come on. I mean, they're just movies. Don't you think you're overreacting?
These are classic movies that you just need to see, like, just as a person growing up in America. Like, and yeah, if you were, like, 2 or whatever when they came out, then, like, go rent them or whatever and watch them.
Are you really this fired up about it, Evan?
I mean, I'm sorry, but who doesn't know Back to the Future?
Probably a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm married to one, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he literally, every pop culture reference is lost to my husband. And guess what? I can still love him.
I'm sure it really bugs you, doesn't it?
It doesn't at all. But he does miss a lot of jokes because of it. I will say that.
See?
Vanessa, are you still there?
This is just so ridiculous. Evan, do you know it was actually a date, you know, and you really weren't treating me right. So a little advice to your future dates, don't be so judgmental if somebody doesn't remember or know of all the movies in your arsenal that you insist that they know in order to be an American. I mean, it's crazy.
It's not like all of them, but those are in anybody's basic.
Oh, my God, I gotta go. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care about your damn movies and whoever karates and police movies and whatever the hell it is, all right?
Just one question. Tell me you've seen Home Alone.
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God, what the
Now I'm losing it.
Yeah, that's it.
Macaulay Macaulay Culkin?
Okay, Evan, I'm out.
You're living a broken life, Vanessa.
I think she hung up.
Hello, Vanessa. Did you hang up? Yeah. I think so. Evan, are you still there? Or did you hang up too? Now are you pissed
Yeah,
about
no,
that?
I'm here, man. Yeah.
Well, Evan, I have to ask anyway, even though she hung up. Vanessa, would you like to go on a second date with Evan? We will pay for it. No, thank you, sir. Sorry, Evan. She said no. If you didn't hear that.
Well, fine. I don't want to go out with you anyways, you shut in.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry you had to go out with that psycho.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Dude, Evan, why wouldn't you use that as like an opening to say, hey, that's awesome you haven't seen those. I can watch them with you next time.
I mean, I started out that way, but after like the first one or two where she's like, yeah, I don't know about that. Weren't the 80s a long time ago? Like, just that crap? Like, that was it just fired me up, man. Like,
I couldn't tell.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You hide it well.
you don't know those movies? That's like the same as not knowing that Bill Clinton was president and that he got a in the office.
I don't think so.
Explain to me that you don't know that.
Wait, what? That happened, Evan? I had no idea. We've done a lot of second dates where someone's tried to joke around and it's gone really bad, but I don't think anything is worse than today's. A dude named Evan is on the phone for a second date and his joke went really, really bad.
Oh, no.
What's up, Evan? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing better now.
Congratulations on the biggest joke fail in a second date we've had so far. So good work.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I can't even imagine what you're joking about, like dead puppies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have some class where, we're not crazy.
There was death involved, though. We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
But first, tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Vanessa,
Vanessa.
Okay.
All right. And where did you meet Vanessa?
just off of a dating site.
Okay.
How are you feeling going into this date?
Oh, I was feeling great. There was some initial chemistry, just kind of chatting online back and forth and talking on the phone a bit. And when I saw her picture, she has the most real lips I've ever seen. I don't know if that makes any sense when I say that.
Not really.
But,
Not really.
I mean, I just picture like anti-Kardashian lip, but that's all.
I mean, it's just like there's just way too much plastic surgery out there,
Yeah.
I think, on the street.
There's a lot of big fake lips, big fake butts out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you liked her real lips. Did you like anything else about her?
I mean, everything was working for me. She was a great conversationalist for sure, but unfortunately the conversation got interrupted. So we're at this open air restaurant, and they have little bits of bread and olive oil and Parmesan cheese you can kind of dip in and whatnot.
Ooh, that always means it's a fancy place.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
dipping bread in olive oil, you know you're paying a little bit more.
Nice.
And we're starting to settle in, and there's this one fly that just does not leave our table alone. And
Oh, yeah.
at first it's like landing just here and there and like, no big deal. It starts getting a little persistent and is like flying around my face a bit, like buzzing by my ear.
There's nothing more annoying than a fly that won't leave you alone.
Yeah, and they're so
Totally.
gross to me.
So while we were waiting around, I thought it would be funny if I like bit at the fly, to bring a little humor in like a dog would, like,
Right.
they snap at,
Yeah, like the flies flying around a dog. They always try to catch it with their mouth. Okay.
Bite it.
I
Yeah.
guess that'd be funny.
I think it's funny, the visual.
Yeah, but not during a date. It sounds really unattractive. But continue.
No, I mean, we're goofing around a bit. It's no big deal. So I go and do it, and the first time I go to do it, I actually catch the fly and bite it in half.
Ugh,
I kid you not.
that is
so gross,
disgusting.
What did you do?
Yeah, it was rough.
It's gross, but also talented. Like, did you even know that you could do that?
I
Impressive.
Yeah.
didn't. It was like an awakening moment, and I'm like, wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened? What did you do?
Well, the rough part was it was kind of a bigger fly.
Oh.
Oh, so you're mad because you ruined your appetite.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are at dinner, you ruined your appetite, and then the whole date went
Oh
horrible.
my god.
Oh, it was so bad from there. And it wasn't even like a fast downhill. It was just slow burning, like trying to save the date
Oh.
for another hour. And it's like, what am I doing?
It must have looked like you did it on purpose. You know?
Yeah. and the fly's head lands like perfectly on this white tablecloth.
Oh my God, I'm so grossed out
And
right
it's
now.
still kind of like rigor mortis, whatever, like pushing around. And after realizing that I had done that and realizing the other half of the fly is in my mouth still, I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of this. I really just want to spit this out. That's going to make it even worse. And I just like...
Yeah, that's a tough position to be in. It's like, do I spit it out or do I swallow it?
my God.
Neither of those is a good solution.
Yeah, lose.
With these sort of weird pursed lips, I kind of say, excuse me. And like, I go to the bathroom. I wash my mouth out a bit.
Oh my God. That is the most calm reaction, I think, of anyone doing that I could have ever. Like,
Probably
excuse me,
frozen.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. Like, I thought for sure she wouldn't think that it's on purpose.
Inside, I was panicking, don't get me wrong. And time was going by so slowly.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, what did
So-
she say?
At first, like, when it actually happened, she was just like, just this look of shock and like,
Well, yeah, it's like, what kind of monster am I on a date with?
exactly right. Like, who's this freak?
Why did you feel like you had to play it off? Like, why wouldn't you freak out? She was obviously freaking out. I'm freaking out just even hearing the story.
Yeah, but it was kind of crowded, and there were all these other people around, and I just knew it was going to get worse if I,
Oh
know.
my God.
Yeah.
So after I went to the bathroom, I came back, and I tried to make a joke about the whole thing, and I said, well, at least Mr. Miyagi would be proud.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's
Make
what
it
I
light?
should have heard, all that laughter, and I heard nothing, just this look of, huh?
Oh.
She didn't get your joke?
Yeah, maybe she just didn't understand it.
No, she doesn't know Karate Kid.
Yeah, that is like a
Yeah.
30-year-old movie.
Right. It's a pretty
Yeah.
dated joke.
So from the fly incident to that red flag, because if you can't get the reference, I mean, come on.
Yeah, then she's just like, who's this Mr. Miyagi guy?
Are you
And why would he be
imagining
proud of you?
And I'm like, oh, well, there's this real popular movie back in the day, and then like
Oh.
some awkward conversation after that.
Yeah.
We
course.
tried to pick up back our menus and tried to like pick up, but like the appetite was just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got like one more drink and then bounced out, and like she came up and she initiated this hug, and I was like, oh, whoa, hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it was a very much like, here's the hug, bye.
Yeah, she's not interested in a kiss, for sure.
Yeah,
Probably-
nobody's going to
yeah.
kiss a fly eater.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just trying to see if I could get you guys to get in touch with her, help me out some way, and just like, can I just have a redo? Can we just pretend that never happened?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
And has she talked to you at all since your date?
No, not a thing.
Nothing. All right, cool. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date, all right?
Great.
We've got a woman on the phone for a second date today who says that she regrets not going out with a guy
Oh.
that she was supposed to see.
Okay, that's good.
And her name is Elizabeth.
Why are you
Elizabeth, how are you?
Hi, it's actually Elizabether.
Elizabether?
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought that was just a typo on my sheet.
No, that's my name.
Okay, Elizabether.
It's just Elizabeth, and then you add an ER.
Oh my God, she wants to hang up on us. She hates us. Do you know how many
No.
times you've had this conversation in your life? Let me guess, 8 billion.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Well, could we just call you Liz?
No, I mean, Elizabether is my name, so I like to go by my name.
Can we call
Yeah.
you her?
You
Okay.
guys,
you want
just
her,
call
you
her
want all
Elizabeth.
5 syllables to be heard. All right. Elizabether. So you said that you regret not going out with the guy. What was his name?
His name is Ben.
Okay.
Very short. 1 syllable to your 5. I like that, Elizabeth.
Well, maybe that's short for his real name, Benjamin.
Oh my God, we gotta stop. I'm so sorry. I'm really happy you listened and that you're on the phone with us.
Just Ben.
Okay,
Okay.
just Ben. Yeah, got it.
So I
Got
don't
it.
mean to make you angry. It's to tell us about Ben.
We'll stop.
Okay.
Where'd you meet him?
So we met 6 months ago through friends.
Oh wow, that was a
long time
long
ago.
time. Yeah. Was it like a setup where you were supposed to go out on a date, or you just like were friendly?
No, we're just part of the same friend group.
Okay.
So we've never actually had a one-on-one date. We've just hung out in groups.
Okay.
Oh.
And when did you start, I don't know, liking him?
Well, I just like him as a friend. And he's a sweet guy. He really is. He's kind of shy, though. He's not really, like, my type.
He's not the hottest guy ever.
Okay.
Wait, so you're regretting not going out with him so you can friend zone him and show him where he belongs? Like,
No, I'm actually trying to help him out.
Tell us what happened.
Well, we were at a bar with a group of people, but then the group went to go order us another round, and it was just me and him sitting down for a couple minutes. And he's a telemarketer. That's like what he does. And he was kind of acting nervous and shy, and he said there's something going on at work. So I just tried to be a good friend and was like, well, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? So he said he needed to ask me something. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So he told me he actually won this award. He was named like Telemarketer of the Year at his job. And I was like, well, that's awesome.
They
Like,
have an award for that?
I don't know. God.
One guy who actually did work.
The Oscars of telemarketing.
The award that you want to hide, because if anyone finds out you do that much telemarketing, they hate you.
Yeah, you're the best at it, apparently.
Yeah.
yeah, he was real proud of it. He's really passionate about what he does.
Okay.
Be good
All
at
right.
what you do, right?
I guess you have to be if you're going to interrupt a lot of 60-year-olds dinner time, you know?
Right.
So what was the problem?
So apparently, along with this award, there's also this big gala that they have, this big dance and dinner for all the winners.
Gala.
Oh, gala?
Like a telemarketer's ball?
It was, telemarketer gala.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Very
God,
formal.
everyone, don't you just want to go and interrupt it all the time?
Just
Every 5 minutes?
all the world's worst people in one room together.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, he was really excited about it, but he wanted me to accompany him. He assured me it would just be as a friend, that no strings attached, it didn't mean anything more.
And you said no to that?
I said no.
I don't blame you, girl. Honestly, a telemarketer's ball, not what I would want to do on a Friday
It could
night.
be any job's ball. If they're having a big celebration, that's important to any company.
I don't know.
It's not a very good friend move to say no. You gotta admit to that.
Totally.
Well, I know, but I just fear like you go to this gala, you're all dressed up.
Yeah.
I'm not positive that he's going to try and keep it just friends.
Oh, yeah. I know how those telemarketer balls go. I see what you're saying. Things get crazy.
I just want a second of your time. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
dress is off.
And you're on a cruise for 10 days. You don't know
what?
how you ended up on that.
You're committed to it.
So where are you at now?
So now I just found out that he asked another friend of ours, and she said yes to go with him, but she's nasty. Like, she is not a nice person, and she talks crap about him behind his back all the time.
Aww.
And then I found out that he was going to pay her $200 to be his date.
Whoa! Dang.
Right.
That's where your regret really set in.
Yeah.
For once, you were going to get paid by a telemarketer.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, at that point, are you like a paid escort? Like, that's weird. And
Yeah.
she doesn't even like him. So she's like using him for money, using him for like a nice night out and a nice dinner. Like,
Yeah, you should be using him for money and a nice night out. Not this random girl.
no, that's why I contacted you. I want him to ask me to go again. Like, I want to go with him because this girl is awful. And honestly, he doesn't have to pay me. Like, I'll go because I feel bad for him.
Well, that's tricky, though, because if he's a nice guy, he's not going to dump a date, even if he's paying for her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just goes against nice guy protocol.
Yeah.
That's why I contacted you guys. That's why I need your help because I need to tell him to take me instead.
You went from like no date to girls fighting over
Yeah,
him?
this is pretty fun. He's going to love this.
Yeah. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, and call Ben for you and try and get you a second date, all right, Elizabether?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Hold on. If you're just tuning in for today's second date, we've been talking to a lovely woman named Elizabether.
That's Elizabeth with an ER at the end.
Elizabether is feeling regretful because she was invited to go to the event of the century, the Telemarketers Gala, where there'll be awards, drinks, and of course, dancing while wearing headsets and making cold calls. Telemarketers never take a day off.
No.
It's truly a spectacle to behold, the Telemarketers Ball. Elizabeth was invited to this event by a guy named Ben, but she turned it down, and now she's having second thoughts because afterwards, Ben asked a different lady to go, and this is a lady that Elizabether knows and is not a fan of.
Here's the thing. I mean, he's paying her to go with him. I don't know if he cares that she's, I mean, who knows? All of that. But are you worried at all that he's going to get the wrong idea, that you want to be more than friends?
I think if we lay down some ground rules and make it really clear that this is just a friends thing, I think we can keep it still, like, clear that it's not to be anything more.
Well, I wouldn't count it out. You don't know the magic that happens at these telemarketers' balls. You might be changing your mind.
I don't know about that.
Wait, are we going to get him on the phone? I mean, like, how do we do this? Are we going to trash the woman that he's going out with?
No, I don't want to trash the other girl. I don't even think we need to talk about her. I just want to get him on the phone and tell him that I do want to go with him. I changed my mind and see if he'll just make the decision.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to try it out right now. We're about to dial his phone number. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go, Elizabether.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Ben, please?
This is Ben. Could I ask who's calling?
Hi, Ben. My name's young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a moment to talk?
Yes.
We're not interrupting you during anything important, are we?
Ben, we have an offer you may not be able to refuse.
Can we have a moment of your time?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Ben, are you satisfied with your current cell phone service?
Okay, let's move on.
Who are you guys and why are you pranking me right now?
Because it's so fun.
It's not a prank, Ben. We're a morning radio show, and we do something on our show called a second date. That's what this is.
Okay, but I haven't been on any dates.
Good point.
Yes. Normally what we do is we call people who've gone out on a date, and afterwards they're not getting a call back, so we try and figure out the reason why. But in this case, you actually haven't gone out with the person that reached out to us.
All right.
Yeah. There's a friend that was calling about you. Her name is Elizabether.
Okay, yeah, she called you guys?
Yeah. She says that you had a really important work function coming up.
And you were getting a big award, a big telemarketing award.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you. I asked her to go with me, but she turned me down, so
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, she told us that, and she also said that after she turned you down, now apparently your plans have changed.
Yes, that's correct. I asked another person to go with me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your mom?
Ha ha, very funny.
Oh, your mom turned you down too?
No, you
Gosh,
guys, stop it.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Ben, were you super bummed when Elizabeth originally said that she didn't want to go?
Yes, I mean, I was excited to go with her. Like, we've been friends for a little bit. I thought she would have loved to have gone and had a good time. And then she's just like, she said it wasn't her thing and turned me down. And I'm like, that's kind of not cool. That hurt.
But the good news is, as a telemarketer, you're used to rejection. So couldn't have heard that bad.
I mean, there's some truth to that. Yeah, if you don't get the one, you got to keep moving forward.
All right.
Mm-hmm. But you still like her?
Yes. She's so pretty and I probably shouldn't have even asked her. I think she's a little bit out of my league.
Well, hold on, Ben. What if I told you that Elizabether was having second thoughts about her decision?
I don't know.
What if I told you that Elizabether's biggest desire is to get it on with the best telemarketer in all the land?
Oh my gosh.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah? Yeah, what if she wants to be the Guinevere to your Lancelot?
No.
Oh, does that sound good?
Yeah, you're talking his language.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
awesome.
well, I'm just kidding about all the getting it on stuff. But seriously, what if Elizabether, what if she wishes that she'd said yes?
I mean, that'd be great. That would be the night of my life. It's like something out of a Disney movie.
Well, I'm bringing it up because Elizabether is actually on the other line listening, and she wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's there. Elizabether?
Hey, Ben.
Elizabether?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear the
Have you
whole
been listening
thing.
this entire time?
I have.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
He brightens up when he hears it.
Elizabether, tell him.
So I actually changed my mind, and I want to go to the telemarketers gala with you.
Yay!
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good news.
Yeah. I thought more about it, and I realized that I was mean to you, and that's not the kind of person I am. And I really think it's the right thing to do for me to say yes and for us to go together.
I would love that. That's what I wanted to do, but now I've got another date. I'm sure you probably heard that I pivoted.
Yeah. It's okay. I can talk to her. I will break the news to her that, it's going to be me going instead of her.
Oh.
Wait a sec. I don't think you should do that. I can handle my own dates. Thank you very much.
That's right, Ben.
Oh, look at you, baller.
Own your business.
Okay.
I can't believe that, there's two girls fighting over me right now. I'm not even used to having one girl fight over me
Hey,
ever.
look at you, dude.
Man, the star-studded life of a telemarketer on top of his game.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I don't know why. But
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're like the LeBron James of telemarketing right now.
Wow.
Dude, Ben, this is your night,
This is
man.
awesome. Thanks. Man. Okay, well, so Elizabeth, so you're down to go then?
Yes, as your friend, though. And I think it's probably a good idea if we set some ground rules just to be sure.
All right, Buzzkill.
Oh, the vibe just.
Ground rules? What do you... I was thinking both of you girls can go with me.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
What did you just say?
I could make sure I get another ticket and another seat at the table, but both of you can go.
Dude, one on each
No,
other.
That
stop.
would be a
No,
sight to
that
see.
is not what I had in mind.
No,
That sounds
Elizabeth,
great.
I'm with you. Are we creating a monster right now? Ben, slow down,
Hold on,
dude.
Hold on. That is
Wait.
his friend. It doesn't matter if it's his date or not. He can have two girls if they're both his friends.
Oh, I'm sure that's what he's thinking, too. Isn't that what you're thinking, Ben?
Do you guys know how baller I would look with two hot dates?
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Baller,
you'd be
yeah.
like Hugh Hefner walking into that telemarketers gala.
Plus, I'm getting an award. Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
Your
He's
night.
like the Leonardo DiCaprio of telemarketing.
Come on, Elizabether.
That is not what I signed up for.
But
Well, you're going to be helping this guy's fantasy come true.
don't say
and
that.
he knows what the rules are. He knows that you're friends. I mean, I will say,
the boundary's set.
if you want to be a good friend,
No, see, here's what I'm willing to offer. That's
Okay.
if you take me to this gala, just me, I will dance with you.
oh,
Okay.
I will drink with you.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention I would dance? Okay? It'll be a fun night. But I'm not going to
Okay.
go. I'm not going to go if you're also bringing her. Like, I'm trying to do something nice for you here and avoid you having to take her.
What?
Well, I don't know why you'd want me to avoid taking her, but, I did want to go with you. And if you went, would it be okay if I called you my girlfriend?
oh.
Oh.
I think calling you your girlfriend would just be a step too far.
What about like special friend?
Special friend sounds good.
No, that sounds like a booty call.
We'll just stick with friends. That's the deal. That's the offer.
All right, so we've laid out the ground rules. Ben, what do you say? Will you go out with Elizabether to the telemarketers ball, but only with her?
Okay.
Okay, she's not into the triple dip thing.
Yeah.
This is a hard choice here.
I can see why, buddy.
Elizabether, I think it'd be great to go with you, but I think you're being a little pushy with the ground rules, which is kind of taking some of the fun out of it. So I think I'm going to respectfully decline.
Oh, what? Hold on.
Wow.
Who saw that?
Really,
coming?
Ben?
I don't know.
No way.
I kind of get it, Elizabeth. I mean, like, all you really offered to do was dance with him and kind of lame, you know?
Well, what else am I supposed to do? We're just friends.
Yeah, no, just like give him some love, hold his hand.
At least second base.
I don't believe that this just happened.
Me neither.
You just got ditched.
Oh!
Wow.
He's a player. Look at this guy.
He's out of control.
Whatever, Ben. The only reason she's even going with you is because you're paying her $200. I would have gone for free.
Oh, man.
You're probably kind of butthurt because I said no to you. What's it like?
Oh, dang.
Oh, my-
Karma.
We've created a monster.
We did.
You know what, Ben, this is so not like you. But if that's the person you want to be, then go ahead and enjoy your telemarketer's gala, and I will happily stay home.
Oh.
Wow.
Me and my date are going to be on the dance floor while you're sitting home. We're going to be going YMCA.
The YMCA. Yeah, Ben, you get it.
Yeah, shake away.
You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal.
Still going.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Good 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When you take a girl out on a first date, restaurant choice is always important. Usually you should try to find some like quaint local eatery.
Yeah.
Preferably a place that has like organic foods, maybe some artisan cocktails, things like that are handcrafted by the bartender. A place where the chef comes out and greets you and talks about the food. You know, very classy places like that.
Awesome, yeah.
And that's exactly what Mark did on his first date. Yeah, his email said that he took her to the Cheesecake Factory.
Shut up.
Good work.
That is the opposite.
It's hard to get a reservation there. Mark, how did you do it?
It wasn't easy, but I had some connections there.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, high roller.
Slide the host a $100 bill, and they give you a seat right next to the window where you can watch people carry their bags from the mall.
That's right. That's right. It's very classy.
Yeah, I know. So why did you decide on the Cheesecake Factory?
Well, we were on different sides of town, and we were trying to figure out some place that was between us that we could meet at, and it was just really convenient.
You were just like, hey, girl, you like Mile High mashed potatoes? I'll get you so many mashed potatoes. I'm the one making fun of him for taking it to the Cheesecake Factory, yet I know menu items from there. How bad is that?
Is that really a specific menu item?
It is. Mile High mashed
my
potatoes,
gosh.
and it's delicious.
That's actually the truth. They do have. I don't know how you know that, but yes, they do have mashed potatoes.
I may have been there a time or two.
Going into this first date, you guys both felt like you had honestly represented yourself before you met in person.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like her picture, which was good, because I've definitely had bad experiences in the past with that whole thing, like the whole angling of the picture thing, so you only see the face, and then she's got the body of like Andre the Giant.
People are very good at taking pictures to make themselves look way better than they actually look in person. That's for sure.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, but that was not the case with her. She actually looked like her picture. She was very pretty.
All right, that's exciting. And was she cool? I mean, obviously you want to get a second date with her, so she had to be cool. But like, what'd you like about her so much?
She was really funny, actually. We did a lot of laughing, and you know, I like a good sense of humor. Absolutely, is something that's essential to me. And she was really fun. And before I knew it, you know, the dinner was over.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. You go to a place and you're like, all right, this is going to be like a 2-hour dinner. Hopefully we can talk for a while. And you're like 30 minutes in, you're like, that was quick. So now what do we do? So how did you end everything at the restaurant then?
Well, when it ended, you know, I wanted to spend some more time with her. And since we were already at the mall, I just suggested we walk around the mall and, you know, talk for a little while.
You're like, hey, I got to pick up some. I got to pick up some new undies and socks. You want to roll with me to the department store real quick?
No, we didn't do that. We just we walked around.
Was she cool with that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was cool in the beginning, but then it did get a little weird at one point.
How so?
Well, there was sort of a lull in the conversation, and we happened to be passing by a jewelry store, and in my mind, I had this impulsive idea of, why don't I just take her into this jewelry store and do something really crazy, you know? So I followed that impulse, and
you buy her jewelry on your first date?
Please say you didn't.
No, I didn't buy her anything, but I did suggest that we try on some rings.
What? On your first date? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you crazy?
No, I know it sounds bad, but I wasn't thinking of it like that. I figured it would be a fun thing, you know, that we.
What was her reaction when you walked by the
Lord.
jewelry store and you're like, hey, why don't we go in there and try on some engagement rings?
Oh, no.
Well, she sort of laughed uncomfortably, but she said yes, because, but at the time I thought it was because she was into it, but.
She said yes to it? You guys actually went and sized yourself for engagement rings?
Well, I mean, she didn't technically say yes to it, but I said it would be fun, and I kind of dragged her in.
Oh, my good Lord. I would be out the door in a heartbeat.
How long were you in the store for?
I don't know, like a half an hour.
Really?
Oh, no.
Did she, okay, after the weirdness of it, did she seem to be enjoying herself?
Well, I that's the way I wanted to see it, but in retrospect, maybe not.
Oh my gosh, what are you thinking, dude?
Did you realize how weird that could come off when you were doing it?
No, I mean, I kept saying to her, we're just pretending, and I was saying that the whole time. It's for pretend, just for fun.
My heart starts beating faster just walking by engagement rings when I was single.
Is that all you did? I mean, did the date end after that?
Yeah, pretty much. We sort of walked out of the mall after that and walked her to her car, and I gave her a little peck on the cheek and a hug. I thought I did my best, and I hope that she realized that.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since you guys went out?
I've called her maybe, 2 or 3 times. It's always gone straight to voicemail. But I've texted her 5 times, and she responded to the first one. But she hasn't responded since.
Okay, I just want to clarify something. So you know what you did was strange to do on a first date.
Now looking back, now that she hasn't responded to me, it might have been a little weird for her.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Great. Sounds good.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Mark is on the phone with us. He wants to call a girl named Christina today. They met online, went out on a date. Then Mark made the very sane decision of taking her into a ring store to do some engagement ring shopping on a first date.
It sounds made up.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
According to Mark, he knew that what he did was kind of weird, but in the moment, it sounded like a fun thing. Like, hey, let's just go in here and check out some engagement rings. And now she's not calling him back. All right, Mark, you about ready to give her a call?
Yeah, let's do this.
I think the mistake you made was you didn't go all the way with it,
Oh,
what?
What you should have done is while you were in the store, purchased a ring without her knowing. And then when you walked her back to your car, got down on one knee and said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Christina.
I think it's bad enough what I did. Please don't make it worse.
But by not proposing, yeah, it is bad. You should have proposed. Go all the way with it. Don't half-ass it, Mark. All right, well, I'm about to dial the phone number and get her on the phone and find out what went wrong on your date, even though we already know probably what went wrong.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Christina, please?
this is her.
Hey, Christina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who did you say you were? What business?
It's a radio show, a morning show.
I didn't catch that. What business again?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a morning radio program. You can hear it in your car on the way to work and stuff.
Okay.
You clearly don't listen, right?
Are you still talking about the radio thing?
Yes, I am. Here, let me explain for a second, all right? We host a morning radio show. One of our listeners actually emailed us to try to get you on the phone. His name is Mark, and you recently went out on a date with Mark.
Yeah, I'm not calling him back.
We know that, yeah. That's the whole reason that he emailed us. He said, hey, I met this really cool girl named Christina. We went out on a date and had fun, but now she won't respond to my phone calls. Can you talk to us for a second about your date with Mark?
Not really. I'm pretty busy.
I promise this won't take up much of your time. All I want to ask you about is him taking you to the jewelry store on a first date to look at engagement rings.
Oh, man.
Wow, he told you about that?
Yes, he did. And he actually admits that he knows that was kind of an awkward move.
Yeah, awkward is an understatement.
Oh, I would have freaked out if I were you.
Honestly, it was just such a strange suggestion. I just thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
And why did you go along with it?
I mean, I didn't want to seem mean. He did seem like a nice guy. It just seemed like a very strange thing to request.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that's why you're not calling him back, because he took you engagement ring shopping on a first date?
I mean, yeah, there's a little more to the story, but that's basically the main reason, yeah.
What's the more?
Well, he pulled me in. I thought I seemed apprehensive enough, but he, seemed very excited to go in. And while we were there, I got the feeling that this spur-of-the-moment ordeal wasn't as spur-of-the-moment as he was trying to make it seem.
What do you mean by that?
I felt like he planned it. One of the girls, when we came in, called him by his name.
Shut up. They knew his first name, like, welcome to the store.
Yeah, they were like, hi, Mark. Good to see you.
Like this is his first date move?
Well, we were looking at a lot of jewelry, and when he went to the other side of the store, I leaned in and I asked the woman, I'm like, hey, how do you know him? And she said to me, yeah, he's been in here a few times.
Oh, what?
So, like with other girls?
I didn't get to ask because he was on his way back.
But was she giving you like the look like you need to get out, like woman to woman, this is weird, or he's just shopping by himself and she didn't seem to think anything was abnormal?
Neither one. It was weird that she even said that he had been in there a few times.
Yeah. Does he have a lot of jewelry? I mean, maybe he's shopping for himself?
I didn't notice too much jewelry.
Okay. So he's not like a dude with like big watches and pinky rings everywhere and like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Did you ask him about it? Did you ask him, like, hey, have you been here before?
I didn't know how to, and I just figured this was his go-to date kind of thing, and I kept thinking, like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you want to bring a girl engagement ring shopping on your first date? How could that be your go-to move? How could that be your first instinct? I don't get it.
Don't you want to ask him about that? I would love to ask him if that's his move.
No, I'd rather let it go.
Well, I can't let it go, Christina. And we're going to have to ask him because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. Mark, go ahead and say hi.
Okay, let me explain. All right. And it sounds really bad, but there's an explanation, I swear. It's not what you think.
So this
There's
isn't...
an explanation?
Yeah, what's the explanation? This isn't your first date move, Mark?
It's not my first date move. I swear. With you, Christina, that was an impulsive move. I that is not my go-to move.
The girl
on
knew
a
your
first date.
name. She says you've been in there a few times. Explain that.
I understand. I have been in there a few times. I've been in there with other girls, but
What?
I have. I've been in there with two other
Okay.
girls. But no, let me explain. It's legitimate. I was actually engaged to both of them.
What?
Wait,
Whoa.
you've been engaged twice in like the recent past?
Yes, I was engaged twice, and both times we went to that sort of shop for rings.
Why would you ever go in there then, Mark?
Yeah, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know, but what I think probably happened is that, I was nervous because there was a lull in the conversation and it was a familiar place, and I thought, wow, this could be fun. This could be, it's some place that I had some good memories in, and maybe take her in there.
When you walked in, and the sales lady knew your name, didn't you know, like, oh my God, this is the biggest mistake I've ever made. We need to leave immediately.
I didn't even hear her say that. I mean, obviously she said it because Christina heard it, but I didn't. I swear I didn't even hear her say that. I didn't know she knew my name.
So, have you been married before? Like, what? You've just been engaged
No.
twice? Was that recently?
It was the last one. Yes, was fairly recent. It was before I met you online. But yes, I never got married though, and it never happened. I mean, it was both the engagements ended, and but it was never. I never lied to you or held it back from you when we were talking online. It just never came up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's true.
And you take me to the same exact store that you got their rings? You thought that was okay?
I was getting nervous because there was a lull in the conversation, and I just pulled you in there because I wanted to shake things up a little bit and get things going. And I realized it wasn't a great choice in retrospect, but I swear, there was no, I had no agenda.
There's a million other things we could have done at the mall besides looking for engagement rings. There's a million other things.
That's a very good
You had
point.
a lot of options, Mark.
But we were in front of that store when we were
That's true, but you could have walked 3 feet to another store or up to the food court and got some frozen yogurt or something. There's a lot of stuff you could have done.
I know. I mean, I know. I realized it was stupid. I wasn't thinking, but that's what I did, and I have no. It was stupid.
Are you sure, Mark? Are you sure you're ready to be dating right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I am sure, and I'd like to go on another date with Christina.
Okay, cool. Let me ask her then. Christina, would you like to go out with Mark again? We'll pay for a second date.
I mean, my gut is telling me no.
Oh, you know what everybody says? Don't listen to your gut.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. My gut tells me no, it's not.
No.
No. I mean, I can't. It was all really strange. I told too many people about that story.
I can't go out with that dude now.
Yeah.
You sure you have the opportunity to be Mark's next ex-fiance?
Oh, Jubal.
Oh, come on, man! Don't say it like that. It makes me sound like a weirdo. It's not, I mean, all I did is take a girl into a ring shop on a first date.
Yeah, exactly.
Just say what you said again and tell me that's not weird.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm actually very surprised that the guy on the phone for a second date update today isn't getting a call back.
Really?
Because he could be the worst person on the planet, and no matter what, an American girl will call him back. You know why?
Yeah.
Because he's an Englishman.
Yeah, I knew he'd have an accent.
Yep. And so he could be a murderer, and they're still like, I don't care. The accent is so hot, I have to go out with him again. His name is James. James, how are you?
Well, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you very much for emailing us and agreeing to do a second date update.
Absolutely. I'm glad you can help me out, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm surprised that this girl isn't calling you back. I'm guessing, how long have you been in this country?
Couple of years, just 2.5 years now.
Okay, and I'm guessing in your experience, it's probably pretty easy in the bars and the clubs when you meet girls with that accent, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not been a problem so far.
Yeah, I know.
I had an English guy hit on me once. He was so ugly, and I was still flattered by it. I was like, oh my God, he likes me. He's talking to me.
And she's married, so.
Yeah.
I did have to turn him down because of that, but whatever.
So you're not getting a call back from a girl. Her name is Sarah?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and how did you meet her?
We actually met through Tinder.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And, I mean, it's not something that we do very often, although I do very often. But, I met her through Tinder. We agreed to meet up. So I drove over to pick her up. And we went, downtown for a couple of drinks. We had something to eat. We spent a couple of hours together. It was good. We had a really good time. She was really cool, like really easy to hang out with,
Let me ask you a question. For a guy like you, who has an accent that American women love, is it annoying? Do they sit there and harp on it the whole time? That's what I picture happening. It's like, oh, it's so cute,
That has been the case a couple of times, but like Sarah was just, she didn't really even pay that much attention to it,
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
And I do feel like if you're a more well-traveled person, you're probably not going to care quite as much.
Right. Yeah, she seemed really, really, really cool. I'm shocked.
What did you like about her so much?
Like I said, she was just really easy to hang out with, like you mentioned about other chicks that like, harp on the accent or always talk about themselves or, always, she was really easy to talk to. She listened to what I had to say. So the stuff that she had to say was really interesting. It was like a quality date, It was like we'd known each other a couple of months or something.
Was there like one moment during the date where you're like, she's definitely into me?
Definitely into me?
Yeah, like a moment where she showed how interested she was.
I mean, it seemed like that from the very start,
So why do you think she's not calling you back then?
I honestly don't know. The only thing, this is going to sound stupid, but the only other thing that I can think about is that I just bought a new car, and my parallel parking skills are not really up to par.
Yeah, that's.
It took me like 5 or 6 times to get into the space, and then like I was freaking out about that, and then at some point she even asked me. She was like, "Do you need me to do that for you?
Do you need me to get out and help you park the car, you little Englishman?"
I know. I was like well embarrassed, and then I tried to explain about the other side of the road is not doing me many favors, blah blah blah. Anyway, I get out of the car and then I walk into the restaurant and I forget to open the door for her to get out. So,
okay.
If that's something to go by, then I don't know. That might be the only problem.
That is a terrible feeling when you're on a date and you're having trouble parallel parking because then you just start to get hot under the collar and you're embarrassed and you're just
it
like
was awful.
And it's always in front of a crowded window of people too. So it's not just your date watching you, but about 200 other strangers.
Right.
So the only thing that you can think of that might have gone bad on your date is the fact that you had trouble parallel parking and didn't open her door.
Yep.
That seems silly though. That was at the beginning. How did the end of the date go?
It was good. Everything was great. You know, really, it was really great. Full of smiles, full of happiness. There wasn't one awkward moment during the night where no one had anything to say, or you know.
Did you guys kiss?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. What kind of kiss, though? Like a real quick peck on the lips or a full...
I mean, just a little bit more than that. You know, it wasn't anything, you know, hot and heavy, but, you know, it was a good night kiss.
And what was the last thing that you guys said to each other?
I said, I'll be in touch, and she said, okay, that would be great.
Okay, and has she responded at all to any of your text messages or phone
Not
calls?
one.
Nothing?
And how many times have you tried to reach her?
I've texted her like 3 or 4 times and called her twice.
And did you tell her, like, oh, that kiss made my heart skip a beat or anything like that?
No, I didn't say anything like that. I mean, I met the girl on Tinder, you know?
Yeah, not exactly going to be like, I think you're the love of my life from that kiss.
Right.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, hang on.
Cheers, mate.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hello, love. And welcome back to today's royal edition of the second date update. I'd be your host, Jubal Flag, and today we're talking to Sir James of Update. He went out with a lovely young lass he met on Tinder. Took her out for drinks, hoping that later he'd be able to show her his throbbery.
Wow.
But he was unsuccessful in getting the knickers on the floor back at his flat.
So that's what
So
they
now
call it.
he is on the phone wondering what went wrong. And James, I never asked you, what is your occupation? I would assume chimney sweep? I never...
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. I work for Mary Poppins, and I've got a smoking car called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, too.
James is on the phone. James is English, yes, so of course I have to mess with him a little bit because it's weird to us Americans when we hear an accent. Ooh. Yeah, but he did go out with a girl named Sarah, and Sarah isn't calling him back, which is weird to me because I would think any guy with an English accent or Australian accent in America
Or
just
accent.
kills it. Yeah, accent and Vietnamese accent, whatever.
whatever.
Any sort of accent usually does very well with the American women. But she's not calling him back. He thinks the reason that he's not getting a call back is because he had trouble parallel parking.
Oh.
So much to the point where she was like, hey, do you want me to do it for you? And then he didn't open her door. But that's the only thing he can think of. Other than that, they had a great time. We're about to call her and find out if, in fact, he did something wrong on the date. James, you ready to go?
I am.
Can I ask you one question, James? You don't fall into the stereotype of bad British teeth, do you?
No, that's a myth. The whole thing is a myth. Like, we don't all walk around like Austin Powers, you know?
I went to London before, and I wouldn't call it a myth, but I'm glad that you're not there.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Sarah, please?
this is she.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good.
What's going on?
I'm at work. I'm good.
Just calling to check in with some of our listeners. Do you listen to the show?
Yeah, no, I listen to you. I'm just shocked you're calling me. Just kind of random.
Any idea why I might be calling you?
Honestly, no.
Well, the reason I'm calling you today is one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's somebody that you went on a date with recently. His name is James.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, and so it sounds like you know James. He says that you guys met on Tinder and went out for drinks and had a fun time, but you haven't been answering any of his phone calls or text messages. So he asked us to get you on the phone and ask if he did something wrong.
Oh, God. Okay, look, I don't know if I need to do this on the radio. Like, I don't want to embarrass him.
You don't want to... Well, that's okay. He wants to be embarrassed. He's the one that emailed us.
I think he wouldn't really appreciate me calling him out on it.
Okay, but we talked to him, and he's prepared to hear anything that you have to say.
Is he on the line right now?
If you're worried about embarrassing him, I mean, he's asking for it, basically. He said he's okay with that.
And I have to know this explanation because he sounds lovely with an accent. I don't know why you would turn this dude down.
Yeah, see, that's exactly the problem. I don't buy it.
What?
You don't buy what?
I don't buy his whole I'm British thing.
Well, you
You think he's faking it?
I studied abroad. I lived in the UK for a couple years. I think he's faking being British because it's something that works. And we met on Tinder, so you can be anybody on Tinder. It's true, though.
Why do you think you think the whole accent thing, everything is just a lie?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Was there like a hint when he was talking that you're like, oh, gotcha?
I mean, didn't you guys, you said you talked to him. Didn't you hear it for yourself? It's pretty bad.
I thought it sounds like he's English to me.
Hey, can I have a little dicky bird now? Can I have a word or what?
Wait, is that him?
Yes, it is. He's actually on the phone. You asked me a second ago, and I didn't answer you on purpose because James is on the other line listening.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Sarah. How's it going?
See, are you listening to that? Hello, Sarah. How you doing?
It sounds legit to me, Sarah.
I mean, it is legit. It is legit. I don't know what you want. I mean, I could show you my passport. I could, give you my national insurance number. I could, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to, what do you need to see?
Yeah, I'm sure you could show me your fake green card and your fake passport and your fake everything else.
Yeah, because I've got all the time in the world to sit around and generate fake copies of documents so that I can meet girls on Tinder. You really, I mean, come on.
That's exactly,
the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Exactly what I think you're doing. No, it's exactly what I think you're doing.
Wow, Sarah, paranoid much love.
Oh, way to be all patronizing. That's going to make me want to go out on a second date with you.
I mean, at this point, it's really, it's I mean, it's neither here nor there now, is it? I mean, you think I'm a complete fake, so I might as well just go box to the wall,
Yeah, I don't think you're fake. I know you're fake. And you're laying it on pretty thick with the whole parallel parking job. Oh, I can't park the car because it's on the right side of the road. It took me 5 to 6 times. I could have
That's a
parallel
pretty good accent, Sarah. That's a pretty good accent. You should try faking it and meeting people on Tinder.
Okay. Just give it up. Your accent is so fake.
I don't know what else to tell you. I've got nothing else to go with. This is me. I've got.
Come on, just give it up, dude. And you have really two perfect teeth for somebody who's British anyway.
I mean, and this is crazy. I've never heard anything like it. Yeah. You need me to call my parents in London or something? You can have a little word with them. They can tell you who I am.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'll call international. Hell, we can Skype if we want to. And they can sit there, oh, couple, cheerio, who's this? Are you dating James? Oh, she sounds lovely, James. Let's invite her over for tea.
All right, see, now we're crossing the line. This is outrageous, Sarah. I don't know what the it is you want me to do, but, I mean, this is just bloody ridiculous, mate. And if anything you say, I'll do to prove to you.
I don't know how to get you to prove that you're faking it, but there's just something slightly untrustworthy about you.
Wow. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm at the end of my tether now.
Sarah, I'm confused. You liked him on the date, right?
Well, I liked him when I met him on Tinder. Until then we met in person and he started faking the British accent.
I don't get this. Why would I fake a British accent? You've already said that I'm a pretty good-looking guy and I've got perfect teeth and I've got, everything else. So I wouldn't really have a problem getting dates, would I? I mean, the accent...
That's just it. You're attractive enough on your own. I don't feel like you have to lay it on that thick. You do have nice teeth and you are attractive, which is why you don't need to fake the accent because you have some other stuff going for you already.
What are you talking about, Sarah? Are you a dialect coach now or something? I'm English. I'm from London. Crystal Palace. SW16. What else do you need to know?
James, it doesn't sound like Sarah is going to believe you no matter what. For the record, James, I believe you that you're British.
Convinced.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, what neighborhood are you from?
I just said that. Crystal Palace.
Oh, sounds made up to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Google it.
Oh my God,
Google
Sarah.
it. There's a football team. I lived right on Church Road, right opposite the football stadium.
It would be called Church Road, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah, I would love to ask you if he'll go out on a second date with James. I don't think he can drop the accent because I have a feeling that it's real.
Yeah,
Are you willing to go out with him again?
Sarah, do it. Don't sabotage this.
Yeah.
Nope.
What?
I can't. No, I can't. I'm not going to
waste my time with somebody who wants to be a charlatan and lying to my face. And I don't need that. I don't know how he's convinced you guys, but he certainly hasn't convinced me. And I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe you're doing this.
You are having a laugh.
Sorry, James.
Unbelievable.
No second date for you, man.
I don't know what to say, Sarah. I don't know what to say. You know, you missed out, love. You missed out.
That's all right, James. I'm sure there are plenty other girls on Tinder that be happy to drop their knickers for you anytime.
Wow. This girl. Wow.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, both of you. We appreciate it. Sarah, better luck on Tinder finding like a real American guy who's not faking it like James is.
I'm not faking this thing.
Oh,
listen
what
to me. Hey, listen up, right? Listen, I'll send you, just for shits and giggles, I'll send you everything. I'll send you everything. My passport, my green card, I'll send you everything, just so that you know. You know? I mean, I'll show you the tattoo of the Union Jack on the end of my if you want.
I hope you actually have that.
That would be
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone for a second date update today had some very nice things to say about the guy that she went out with. In her email, she said he's different than the normal dudes she usually dates. He's kind of shy, kind of nervous, and not that good looking.
What?
Yeah, Lisa, that's really nice stuff to say about your date. I mean, I've never heard such a rave review about somebody.
I mean, I meant to say he's not like the classic like beefcake dude that I've gone out with. Like he's cute, but he's not like
Yeah, but you didn't phrase it like that, Lisa. You phrased it, he's not that good looking.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's cute. Like once you know him, that's cute.
Yeah, I got you in a bad spot right now, huh, Lisa?
Can we just move on to the second date update?
Sure. Hey, I'm not the one that called him ugly. You are.
I never called him ugly.
Where did you meet this stunner?
We met online.
Okay.
And his profile looked great, but you never know, so we decided to meet in a restaurant. And he had actually gotten play tickets to go to see some live theater, which I thought was really cool. So we met at the restaurant and everything was cool. He was nice and he was kind of shy. But
Real quick, though, before we get into your date, how does it feel to be blown off by a guy who's not that good looking?
We've all been there
Does that bother you, Lisa?
I will never live that one down.
Oh my God.
So you guys went out to the play. How'd that go?
It was great. He actually held my hand, which was nice. It was a nice little touch. No pun intended. So I was like, yeah, this guy's really nice. He wasn't too, forward or it was just very gentle and sweet.
You were attracted to him, though, even though you say he's not that good looking.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's taller. I like tall guys, so
he's got that going for him.
Tall.
So what?
He holds hands.
Okay, so I mean, you obviously were able to look past the fact that he's not the normal meathead type guy that you usually go out with.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone out with some guys who are just like they don't even know what holding the door is. It doesn't even occur to them. And he had that very chivalrous sort of put you first kind of attitude. So I liked it a lot.
He seemed interested in you if he held your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
What happened at the end of the date? Did he try to kiss you or anything?
Yeah, after we went to the theater, we were kind of hanging out and we were having a good time. So he asked if I wanted to come back to his apartment, and we were I was thinking in my head, sure, let's see where this goes. And while we were there, we were drinking wine, and he was kind of talking and opening up a little bit, and he revealed something that was a little shocking to me, but it was okay. He told me that he was a virgin.
Oh, really?
That's kind
That would have made me want to leave right there because virgins are the worst.
Oh, stop it.
No, seriously, though.
They really are.
I mean, it was okay. It was okay. And I guess the second part of the story is he is no longer a virgin.
Oh.
Shut up. You took his V card, girl?
Yeah, I mean, we had some wine. You know, it felt right. So.
And you were like, let me show you how it's done. I'm an expert. Why don't you let Mama teach you?
Oh, my gosh.
It definitely wasn't my plan. You
A
know,
little bit of wine in you, and then you were like, yeah, let's do this.
it's kind of just the way it happened. Yeah.
So how did he act after that? I mean, that's a huge deal, especially how old is he?
Well, I'm 27. He's 26.
26. Okay, so a 26-year-old virgin, and you took his virginity. How did he act after that? I mean, other than just thanking you profusely. That's what I would have been doing.
Everything was fine. Like it was like great, and he was very sweet, and like gave me like a good morning kiss because I spent the night, and you know, it was like, okay, well, I'll talk to you soon, and we texted for a few days, and then like I don't know, it was kind of one of those things that like seems to happen. You just kind of stop texting.
So he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, huh?
Yeah.
She got ditched by an ugly virgin.
Yeah. Can I ask you, do you know why he was waiting so long?
He didn't really say. The only thing that he mentioned was that, like, it just had never clicked with him with someone, and he had never really taken the plunge, so to speak.
So he decided to do it with you. You must feel pretty special about that.
Yeah.
So why do you think he's not calling you back then?
I don't know. I mean, our conversation seemed to be, like, perfectly normal and, like, like, flirty, and it almost was like we were going to go out again, and then when it came to, like, planning our second date, it was just, like, no response.
And there was nothing weird that you can think of?
Not besides the fact that it was, like, I took his virginity.
I mean, that's a big one. I mean, other than ruining his innocence, is there anything else that happened?
No, not that I remember.
Okay.
Were you like, I mean, I would have just been so self-conscious going into it. Like, are you sure you're okay with this? Are you positive that this is what you want to happen?
No, I was like, it's time.
Yeah. It's going down.
You're 26 years old. You've way past the marker on that. I've got to take care of this for you. Let me help you out here. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I think I'm going to title today's second date update, The Curious Case of the Ugly Virgin.
Oh, gosh.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning because Lisa is on the phone with us, and she described the guy that she wants us to call today in her email to us as kind of shy, kind of nervous, and not that good looking. Isn't that right, Lisa?
Oh, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore.
Because you want to get a hold of him. And I called him a virgin because Lisa took his virginity on their first date. So it is the curious case of the ugly virgin. Why is he not calling Lisa back? Lisa, I'm sorry to keep harping on all this stuff. It's just funny to me. And it's even more funny to me that now your business is out there for the world to hear.
Glad to have made your morning.
All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see why he's not getting back to you, okay?
Excellent.
Here we go. The curious case. I'm going to write that children's book, Lisa. In your honor.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yeah, it's Eric.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just confused, sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Wait, who are you guys?
It's a morning radio show.
Oh, okay.
Ever hear of it?
Nah, no.
Okay. Listen, I wanted to take a few seconds of your time because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's a girl that you recently went out on a date with.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a girl named Lisa. And since your date, you haven't been calling her back. So she emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone to find out if she did something wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update. You mind talking to us for a second about your date?
No, really, I don't really feel comfortable.
I know you might not feel comfortable, but she really is curious. She thinks she did something wrong. It would help us at least put her mind at ease if she could know, like, hey, I'm just not really into her or whatever, you know?
Why didn't she just call me?
She says she's been trying to call you, but you haven't been getting back to her.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, okay? She told us about your date. She told us how you guys went to the theater and back to your place, and then whatever happened.
Wait, she told you all of that?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
You okay, man?
You don't feel comfortable with you guys knowing all of that.
Well, it's not like she told us. It's not like she told us she took your virginity or anything.
Oh my
Don't
God,
worry about
Jubal.
What?
it. Yeah.
It's okay.
She
It's
told
okay.
us. She told us all about your date and how she took your virginity, and she thinks that's why you're not calling her back. Is that true?
Oh my God.
She only had really good things to say.
Oh, yeah, it's true. She took my virginity. Oh my gosh.
So is that it? Is it just uncomfortable now, and you don't want to see her again?
I can't believe I'm talking about this on the radio. Sorry, what was that? Say that again, sorry.
Is the virginity thing the reason that you're not calling her back? Is it just kind of uncomfortable and now you don't want to see her again?
No, not really. I'm comfortable with seeing her again. It's just, I don't want to come off like a bad guy or a bad person.
Like a bad person?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me ask you a question. Did you lie about being a virgin in order to like...
Oh, no. No, my mom told me never to lie.
So you were a virgin?
Yes, I was a virgin.
Okay. Why would we think you're a bad person then?
Well, she did, I guess, did me a favor, and like she took my virginity. It was awesome, but well, it's just like I'm new to this now, and I've been in relationships, but obviously I haven't had sex with anyone, and the relationships have gone long. However, now that I've actually had sex, I'm just like, what the hell have I been doing? Like, I want to, explore some more now.
You want to explore some more now. So you're not calling her back. Let me see if I'm understanding you correctly. You're not calling her back because you got a taste of sex and now you want to have it with everybody.
Well, not everybody, but she kind of opened my eyes, and now I just kind of want to try with a lot of people.
Oh my God, she unleashed the beast.
Oh man, so okay.
Happens to all of us, brother.
And so you don't want to call her back because you don't want to be like exclusive to just dating her now.
Exactly.
Have you already slept with other people since your date with her?
No, but like I already went tanning to go out on another date.
You have a
What
date?
did you say? You already what?
I went tanning.
You went tanning.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that have to do?
Is that like?
So his body looks good.
Yeah, in preparation to meet other
now
girls.
I'm like, now I'm preparing my body to have sex with other people, and I shave, and I got a new haircut.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, Swordsman. You got any dates lined up?
I have one tomorrow night, and I'm really excited about it. I just want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Me too, man. I'm really interested. So basically, she was like a crack dealer who gave you your first hit, and now you're addicted.
I don't do drugs, if that's what you're implying.
No, I'm not implying that at all. Eric, thank you for being honest with us. I appreciate it. Good luck in your quest.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I do have to let you know, though, before we get you off the phone, that Lisa is actually on the other line, and she's been listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah, I've been on the whole time. I've listened to everything you've said, and it's incredibly shallow. Let me just say that. Like, I did this for you. I felt like I was like opening you up, and now you're supposed to be special, and then you just like go and you're like, you want to go like run around in the streets and like taste every piece of candy you can. It's so disrespectful.
What's going on? I didn't know she was on the phone.
I know, Eric. I'm sorry to do that to you.
You like lied to me.
I know. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to lie to you. But don't you want to just tell Lisa yourself, like, hey, thanks for what you did for me. Now I'm on to the next one.
He doesn't have to say shit. I mean, he's already said everything that he needed to say. I heard everything that I needed to hear. And he totally used me.
I didn't use you. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just happened that night. It was a mutual agreement.
Mutual agreement? It's not like we signed a contract or something. I mean, I was doing you a favor. You realize this. You were a 26-year-old virgin when you met me. I mean...
Yeah, I was a 26-year-old virgin. I'm not that anymore.
Oh, my God. Lisa, you don't really feel used by this guy.
I mean, I actually thought he was nice. Like, I made exceptions for him. Like, really, honestly, he's not like a guy that I would normally go out with. But then we had a connection, I thought, and now I just feel like gross. It really actually does feel pretty gross.
He still sounds like a nice guy. Eric, you sound like a nice guy.
Yeah. I am a nice guy. You have to understand from my point of view.
And you can't blame him. I mean, Lisa, you've had some experience. I'm sure that you're really happy that you've had all those experiences, right?
He's got to make up for lost time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, but, you know, it's like you have someone on lockdown. Like, okay, great, let's do this. Like, doesn't he think he needs a little more practice before he goes out in the world? And, like, you know, if it's like your second time to ever have sex, someone's going to wonder if you are really that bad in bed.
Are you saying you want to practice with me some more? Because I'm just saying I totally will, you know?
That leads me to my next question, I guess. Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Lisa? We will pay for it.
No, but I will go out on any other date, so and get some more fun.
No, he doesn't get to turn me down now. I'm not asking anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we can hook up from time to time. We just can't be exclusive.
I'm not asking you for that. I mean, no, I'm saying no. So don't act like you're like doing me favors now because I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm good.
No to hooking up or no to being exclusive?
What is your deal? Like we have this thing, and you're a normal guy, and then all of a sudden you're gonna go out and like slay all these ladies. Like you're gonna just like spread your seed all over the world. All of a sudden, like you were shy. Like you wouldn't even hardly talk to me.
Lisa, I take it as a compliment. I mean, obviously, whatever you do is really good. It's got him just crazed.
Yes, Lisa. It was really good.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date, Ethan is on the phone, and he's not getting a call back from a girl named Alyssa. And I'm actually really surprised about it because he took her out on a beautiful spa day for their first date. They went out to lunch, and then he plucked her hair from her face. You know, a lot of people, Ethan, pay good money for that. You should have maybe even grabbed some cucumbers at the restaurant and threw them on her eyes and just act like, hey, spa day, out of the blue.
Well, if we can get a hold of her, maybe I'll tell her that.
All right.
I did it for free.
Yeah, if you missed the first part. Ethan thinks he's not getting a call back because while they were eating lunch, he reached over to remove what he thought was a stray hair from her chin.
Oh, God, huge
and
mistake.
the hair was attached, and he ended up plucking a hair from her face. And it was awkward for a while, but he does say the date ended with a nice hug, and it's been about 4 or 5 days since she hasn't been responding to him. So we're going to call and find out why in just a second.
In retrospect, Ethan, do you wish you would have apologized or made a statement about the hair? Like,
I don't know, maybe. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Maybe I'm in not bringing it up and trying to be polite actually made it worse. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, maybe she's just embarrassed, or maybe she's just mad that you took her hair and never gave it back.
You owe me a
Yeah.
hair.
Big jerk. All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure out why she's not getting back to you, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, man. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi. May I speak to Alyssa, please?
This is she.
Hey, what's up, Alyssa? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good. I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show?
You're from a radio show? I don't understand why you're calling me.
Yes, I am from a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and I'm calling you today because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
What?
Yeah, can you think of any reason somebody would email our show to get a hold of you?
Did they nominate me for like a makeover or something?
Dude, that'd be sweet.
No.
I
no.
wish that was the case for you.
We don't really do stuff like that, so
Yeah.
no makeover. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. Why would someone email you about me then?
Because you guys went out on a date, and now you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah, equally exciting, right?
His name is Ethan.
Oh my God.
Do you remember going out on a date with Ethan?
Yeah, that I do. I totally remember that.
Okay. Well, Ethan emailed us because he said he really enjoyed going out with you, but ever since your date, he's been trying to call you, and now you're not responding to anything, so he was wondering why.
I don't want to see him.
Is it because he plucked a hair out of your chin?
We just went straight for it, did we?
He told you that?
Yeah, he did. He said that's the reason he thinks you're not calling him back is because he plucked one of your hairs on the date.
Oh my goodness, no. That's so embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. We all get a stray hair from now and again.
I guess so, but why would he tell a radio station this and email you about it?
Well,
it was a big event for him.
He emailed us because he wants to get a hold of you, and we asked him why he thinks you wouldn't want to see him again, and that was the only thing he could come up with because he said you guys had a really good time other than that.
No.
No, you didn't have a good time other than that?
We did, but there's just one thing that freaked me out.
And it wasn't that he was collecting your hairs one by one?
Wait, hold up. Did he tell you he was collecting my hairs?
No, I was joking. It's just a joke because of the one hair that he pulled out.
Oh, my God. My heart skipped a beat.
Yeah. No, he didn't tell us that he was collecting all of your hairs. He just thinks that's the one reason you don't want to see him.
I mean, it was completely embarrassing, but that's not what it was at all.
No? So there's more to it than that.
I don't even know if I should talk about it. I don't want to put his business out there.
Well, he wants his business put out there. Yeah. Like he actually asked us to do this so that his business could be out in the streets. So he said he's willing to hear whatever it is. So if it's on him, then you mind just telling us?
Well, okay, so what did he tell you about the date?
Well, he told us that you guys met through a matchmaker, went to lunch, and you played a game where you show each other like the last photo you took on your phone to try to break the ice. Okay.
Yes, the first photo.
All right.
Yeah, and we did that, and he showed me a picture of his nephew.
Okay.
And
is that a problem? Was his nephew kind of ugly?
No, his nephew was cute.
Oh, okay. Deal breaker for me. Yeah.
I never want to mix my jeans with that line.
Yeah.
No, but he kept going on for the next 30 minutes. He just kept talking about having babies and kids.
Like he wants kids, like now?
Yes, he is completely obsessed with having a baby. That's what I got from it.
Really?
Like, what did he talk about?
Well, he said it was a dream of his. Mm-hmm. Anytime he's out and he sees something that he likes as baby clothes, he buys it. What? He has a stash. Yes, he has a stash in his house of baby clothes.
Are you kidding? He's a single bachelor that has a baby clothes stash?
That's what he said. He even knows the room that he's going to convert to the baby room. I mean,
he's already like nesting like a pregnant woman, like getting everything ready at the house.
What? Yes, he is. I mean, he told me he can't wait to hear baby footsteps coming down the hallway. Like,
whoa.
So maybe that was like a little bit too much to share.
Too much.
I don't know. Is it refreshing to you to find a guy who's interested, obviously, in family life, or is that something you don't want?
Yeah, it's refreshing to know that a guy wants to have a family someday. I do too, but it's creepy that he's collecting baby clothes. He doesn't have a baby.
I know.
Yeah.
It'd be weird for a single girl even to do that.
That's true.
Yeah,
like if you went over to his house after your date and you open up the closet and you just see a bunch of baby clothes. It's not sexy.
Oh, what was your response to him?
I mean, my response was just to sit there and to listen to him. I mean, still talking about how he can't wait to hear his baby say "dada."
Oh, it's kind of
Hang on, that's not fair.
What? Who's that?
Oh, that's Ethan. Ethan's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Alyssa.
And apparently he couldn't wait any longer and had to pipe in.
No, man.
Are you
There's nothing
serious?
wrong with wanting to have a baby.
You've been listening to this the whole time?
Yeah, because you wouldn't return my calls or my texts or anything.
So you call radio station and have them call me and listen.
Well, I really liked you, and apparently you thought I was weird.
I mean, it was really weird talking about a baby that you don't have for 30 minutes. What was I supposed to say to you?
I mean, is it that weird that you would think about the baby you might have someday? For 30 minutes isn't that long to talk about babies.
What? I don't know. On a first date, even if I were out with a woman and she was like talking about the baby that she wanted so badly, that would scare me. It wouldn't. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't scare you, Ethan, but it would scare a lot of dudes.
Yeah, but like the matchmaker already found somebody that I knew was like really serious and wanting a commitment too. So I just figured it wouldn't scare that person off.
Well, it scared me.
Ethan, I mean, I think everyone agrees that it's sweet that you're excited about fatherhood. But the collecting of the baby clothes, do you bring that up often on a first date?
I mean, first off, to call it a collection is kind of going a little overboard. It's not a collection. It's not like I have a room full of the stuff.
Okay, so how many items?
If we're talking about just anything having to do with babies, I've got like 15 things.
Whoa.
But like they're not all, like 7 of them are onesies. And the thing is, like, everybody thinks this is a big joke, ha ha ha, it's really funny, but I'm actually prepared for fatherhood.
No, I think it's great. I just think it's great when you find out maybe like 2 months into a relationship that you're that into it.
Ethan, you even told me on a date that you already picked out the names for your kids already.
How long have you been planning this, Ethan?
I don't know why you guys think this is weird. I've been dreaming about having kids since I was a kid.
You're so sweet.
What are the names of your kids that you don't have yet, if I can ask, or is that a secret?
Well, I mean, I want to have a boy and a girl, obviously.
Oh, yeah, and you get to choose, obviously.
He said for a boy would be Ken, and he would name this girl Sanctuary.
Sanctuary and Ken.
Yeah.
The Ken kind of throws me.
Yeah, it is. When you come up with Sanctuary, where it is.
You know, you guys can say whatever you want to say, but I'm probably the only guy in this room on this phone that's actually preparing for childhood. I'm not embarrassed about that. I'm not ashamed about that, and I don't think that people should reject me because of it.
I actually agree with what you're saying. I do, Ethan. I mean, he knows what he wants. He maybe gave you way too much information on the first date, and that's his bad for oversharing.
I didn't plan on having a girl named Sanctuary.
Yeah, that one you need to negotiate for sure.
Debatable. We could talk.
Well, Alyssa, would you like to go out with Ethan on another date? We will pay for it.
I don't know about all this. I mean, doesn't this seem weird to you all? This is crazy. It's creepy.
No, not at all. Like, every dude that I've known when we were kids, like, we would just sit around the playground and talk about the kids we were going to have one day.
And did they collect clothes?
Yeah, of course. It's a totally normal dude thing.
It's a little overwhelming, but I don't think that it's creepy.
I mean, Alyssa, I feel like you're not giving me a chance. I feel like we should go out again because I have proven to you that I'm an honest, straightforward guy and that I have a long-term plan.
And his clock is ticking, Alyssa. He doesn't have as much time.
I guess so. One more date wouldn't hurt.
So you'll do it. You'll go out with Ethan one more time.
I said yes. Please don't ask me again before I change my mind.
That's awesome.
Well, congratulations, Ethan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And thank you, Alyssa, for giving me another chance. And we can talk about Sanctuary. We'll discuss names later. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to talk about the kids again.
Good choice.
All right. Well, good luck, you guys. Keep us updated, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And Alyssa?
Yes.
If he says he's on the pill, don't believe him. What do you do when you've exhausted all options in the dating world?
Oof.
When plenty of fish has thrown you back?
That's so sad.
When you've swiped so many times, you reach the end of Tinder, and then your phone explodes. That's what happens when you get to the end of Tinder. Well, you have to call in the big guns and hire a matchmaker. And that's apparently what the guy on the phone for a second date did today. He found the girl that he went out with, by using a matchmaker because nothing else on the planet worked for him. Ethan, was that a good recap of why you hired a matchmaker?
I guess so. It kind of makes me sound pathetic, to be totally honest.
Oh, that's not what I was going for. I was trying to make it sound like you were just using a creative method that a lot of people don't use. I wasn't trying to make it sound pathetic at all.
Well, now I'm just sad.
It makes the girl who decided to go out with you even more pathetic than you.
Oh, well, that's a positive.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
That's something. Only the really pathetic ones will go out with me. That's great.
Your email said that you used a matchmaker. I'm just making fun of it because I don't normally see that. Usually it's like online or you meet somebody in person, but why hire a matchmaker?
You know, you mentioned Tinder and stuff like that, and I feel like even when people say they're kind of looking for relationships on those kind of sites, they're really not.
Right.
And I'm kind of over just going on dates. I want to find something serious. I got all that out of my system, you know,
Right.
and I want to settle down.
So I don't know a whole lot about matchmakers. Does that mean that the girl is also paying this woman to matchmake her?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah,
Okay.
They find someone who's also using their service who matches you to the best of their ability, and then they get you in touch with each other.
Okay.
How do they figure out who to match you up with?
You have to fill out a profile, and it's a lot like the dating sites online. It's just that this person is more professional and they're more serious,
Mhm.
and they're good at sort of figuring out really successfully who your best match is.
Oh, you sound like a pitchman because obviously it wasn't too successful. She's not calling you back.
I mean, it worked for me. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
But apparently the woman you went out with didn't think it was as great. What's her name?
Her name's Alyssa.
Alyssa.
What'd you guys do on your date?
We went out for lunch.
Oh, that's very low key.
Yeah.
That's the way this matchmaker runs it. They want to make sure the first date is really easy and low key.
Okay.
And what was it like?
When I first met her, she was so pretty, I was nervous.
Oh, cute.
But the matchmaker suggested this thing to kind of break the ice. It's a game called First Photo.
First photo. And what is that? Like you show a photo when you're a kid or something?
No, it's like you each just pull up the first photo on your phone and show it to the other person.
Okay, well, I'm glad that they tell you that beforehand so you can prepare.
That could be really bad.
Oh, yeah. I had to delete a couple before the date. I'm just kidding.
So what was your first photo then?
Mine was just my nephew because I'd just seen him. And he's a good kid. And hers was her and her mom.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
First off, I was like, oh, great. She loves family, too. Secondly, her mom was really hot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's always a
And-
good sign. You end up marrying the mom.
If that's what she's going to age into, we're going to be okay.
And did you tell her that? Did you tell her how hot her mom was over and over?
No.
So what were the awkward moments on the date?
Well, okay, here's the thing. So we're eating. Everything's going really well. And then I noticed there's like a hair on her face. And I'm like, A, I don't want it to fall into her food. And B, this might be a good excuse to touch her. You know?
Weird. So,
That's a weird
so
way
like
to do it.
rub her cheek?
Yeah, like, hey, you got something on your cheek. I don't want it to fall on your food. Here. And I go to wipe it off.
Are you hoping you like go to grab the hair and then you touch her cheek and time stops and then you guys make out? Is that what you hope for?
I mean, I wasn't going to say that was going to happen, but if it did,
Yeah.
that would be fine.
Okay, so the romantic hair on her face. What happened?
Right. Well, it wasn't just on her face. It was in her face.
Okay.
It was a real hair. It was a hair coming out of her face.
Oh, man, you plucked a hair on her face?
I pulled it right out.
How big was his hair?
Oh my God.
It was big enough for me to see it across the table.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Piece of hair out of her
Where
head?
was the hair? Was it like chin area or mustache
It
area?
was like on the side of her chin, kind of.
Oh God.
Oh, wow. Was she embarrassed?
I mean, I think we were both a little embarrassed.
Oh my God, I'm
What did she
Yeah.
say?
She didn't say anything. She just kind of stared at me, and I kind of wiped my hand on the napkin, and there was just like, so anyway.
And then you just plugged through, huh?
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah. So I mean, you were able to recover.
Yes, we went somewhere else for dessert. The rest of the day went really well, and I hugged her goodbye, and it was a really nice hug. It was one of those, kind of lingered for a few seconds.
Good.
Okay. Now, was it you lingering or her? Like,
I
was she,
think it was both of us.
you didn't feel her like pushing you away and you're still holding on.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
All right. And how long has it been since you heard from her?
It's like 4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days. And have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called, I've texted, and I have not heard anything. I have not brought up the hair. And
Good.
Probably a good idea.
I thought things were going great. She seemed to really have a good time, so I honestly don't know why she wouldn't respond to me.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then find out if you got a second date or if you get ditched.
I really appreciate it, guys.
Yep. No problem. Hang on. Hey, Ethan, how many fingers do you use?
What?
Whoa, what the?
I'm sorry.
What?
I should clarify. Let me clarify that first.
My mind went somewhere.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date, Ethan is on the phone, and he went out on a date with a girl named Skylar. They both bonded over the fact that they grew up in the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, and they did it pretty much all their life. And that's why I was trying to remember, like, the salute. Is it you using 3 fingers or 2 fingers?
Oh, the salute.
What's the Boy Scout salute?
It's 3.
3?
It is 3.
All right.
Gotta be 3. Of course.
What about the 1? Where does that go?
All right.
Is it 2 and the 3 and the...
No,
Never.
that is
That's
going...
not where that saying comes from.
No,
Maybe
don't
I got
think
the
so.
motto mixed up. I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, obviously I wasn't involved in that stuff.
2 in the Eagle Scouts, 1 in the
Is
Girl Scouts.
is that it? Something I
Okay,
don't know.
you guys both
Anyway,
move on quickly.
Ethan went out with Skylar. They bonded over the fact that they were both involved in the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. They had a really good date. It ended with an impromptu cookout, well, campfire sort of, in the city because he bought a Duraflame log from 7-Eleven on the way home, sparked it up in an alley, and then they kind of sat there and hung out in front of the campfire and made out a little bit, and he dropped her off and hasn't heard from her since. All right, Ethan, you ready to give her a call?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Are you nervous right now? Because I feel like I'm nervous for you. Like, everything went so well. What could be wrong?
I have no idea. It really just, it was one of those times where I felt like I was falling in love.
That's so sweet. And they say when you know, you know. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
This could be amazing.
Is that the Boy Scout motto?
No,
When
that
you
is-
know.
Okay, you need to move on from
I
the
gotta
Boy
get
Scout
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I gotta stop thinking
You're
about
really
this.
bad at it.
It's gonna bug me. All right. Well, I'm gonna call her right now and see if we can figure it out. Okay.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Skylar?
This is her.
Hey, Skylar, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good.
Nice.
Um,
Oh, I should continue the.
This
I
is
should continue
awkward.
speaking to you. Have you heard of the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning before?
Yes, I haven't listened to it, but a friend of mine listens
cool.
to that show.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm calling from, and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. You probably don't know what that is, so I'll explain it. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, that person can email us to get you on the phone and figure out what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named Ethan. Sorry, a scout named Ethan.
Wait, oh my God, this is a second date?
Yes, yes, it is.
So your friend has told you about those?
Yes.
Well, congratulations, because you're about to be the star of one, because Ethan is wondering why you won't call him back after what he describes as a great first date.
What did he tell you about the date?
Oh my God, he
He-
told us that it was amazing.
Yeah, he told us that you guys really connected. You had a lot of Me Too conversations where it's like, I like this, me too. I like this, me too. And ended the date with he bought a Duraflame log, and then you guys had a campfire in the middle of an alleyway. And it sounded more romantic the way that he told it. But and you guys made out and everything else. He thought it was great, but now you're not calling him back, and he doesn't know why.
Yeah, I mean, the fire was a really sweet sentiment, I guess, but
Even though you couldn't eat whatever you were cooking over the fire because of the chemicals from the Duraflame log?
yeah, also, I don't know how contained that was, so.
Wait, it wasn't just like you've run out of time and you meant to call him back. Like, there's a reason you're not calling this guy back?
I don't know. After the campfire, I could tell that he really liked me, and he was really sweet. He drove me home, and right before he dropped me off, he asked if he could take me on a weekend getaway, which is also like a very romantic thing to ask, but not after we just met.
But he was going out on a limb, man. I mean, don't you want a guy to really like you at the end of a date?
Well, yeah, of course, but I just assumed that he wanted to do that because he was just trying to hook up with me.
Oh, so you're thinking that he doesn't want to go on a weekend getaway for romance. He just wanted to take you away so he could hook up with you.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that he asked me to go on a weekend getaway. It's the timing, you know? Like, he asked me and he wants to go that fast. Like, he wants to go next weekend. And that's a red flag because how fast is he moving in other aspects? You know, does he not know how to have a relationship?
But you can't just tell him, I don't feel comfortable with that. We should go on a few more alleyway cookouts. and then maybe a weekend getaway. You just stop talking to him?
Yeah, I mean,
it was a lot, and I think it just kind of threw me off guard. So I guess I should tell him that. I've just been trying to think about how to say it in a way that's not going to hurt his feelings, I guess.
Oh, well, okay. I got good news for you then, Skylar.
What's up?
You did say it because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, how's it going, Skylar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that he was already there. Like, I thought you guys were going to call him.
No, that's the beauty.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part of these. We're big liars, and he's been on the phone the whole time.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
You shouldn't be. I'm glad that you said all that stuff. It totally makes sense. I understand.
What?
But listen, I mean, like, I'm a very romantic person when something inspires me to be very romantic.
Aw.
Yeah, but Ethan, I understand that you have really strong feelings, but like, do you usually ask people out on vacation right when you meet them? Because that's a lot. Like, I just want you to be in my shoes. Like, it's a little scary to go out of town with someone you don't really know.
Yeah, I kind of see that now. I guess I was just wrapped up in the moment of being like, this is fun and silly, and what else can we do that is spontaneous like what we did tonight? And we don't even have to like stay in the same bed or like hotel when we go off and like go on a trip or something together. I just am trying to, I guess I was just trying to find ways or an excuse to spend time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're asking me to go out on a vacation, and we've only been on one date. So I need you to slow your roll just a little bit.
But Skylar, if he hadn't had said that, where were you at on the date? Like all the way up until he asked you for a weekend getaway. What was your thought about him?
I was having fun. You know, I want to take things slow, though. I want to get to know someone. You know, like the date was great. We got to do something weird and crazy and fun, and obviously a very memorable date.
Maybe there's other weird, crazy, fun things you could do on a weekend getaway. Like super weird. You don't know.
Super weird? Not really helping, Juice.
Oh, my God.
Look, the only reason why I feel like I am jumping ahead so quickly is I just felt like we had a really awesome time, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like I'm actually kind of falling for you.
Oh
Wait, you're falling for me? Stuff like that, Ethan. Like, you need to be careful about what you're saying to me this early on.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to say what I'm feeling inside. But I'm going to slow my roll. I can practice slowing my roll.
Yeah. If you just marry him, Skylar, he'll slow his roll a little bit. You know? Hey, Skylar, would you like to go out with Ethan on a second date? We'll pay for it. Just a regular date.
Yes.
So just to clarify, we're not talking about a vacation anywhere or like a couple's massage or anything. Right? This is like a very normal date.
That's what I'm thinking. Ethan, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Absolutely, totally normal. And if you want to go to Dubai for the weekend as well, we can do that.
Dubai.
I'm joking.
Okay. I don't know if you are. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skylar, what do you say?
Yes, I will go on a second date.
Yay!
But I really want to take it slow and just get to know each other.
Okay.
Ethan, that means dinner.
All right.
Just dinner.
And we'll talk slow. I'll speak really slowly, too.
Just everything slow.
Slow.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, Ethan. You got your second date.
Awesome.
And Skylar, you're sure you want to go out with Ethan again?
I do.
Oh, don't say those words to Ethan.
I mean, I will.
Okay, there you go. That's better. Today, a listener named Ethan is on the phone for a second date, and I read your email, Ethan. I think I already figured out your problem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, your email was like super positive. You said everything was great. Like it sounded like maybe the best date ever. That's kind of how you framed it in your email. And I'm thinking maybe your problem is the date was just too good. And she doesn't want to do it again.
Yep,
and that's why she's not calling you back. That's it.
No.
Yeah, you just ruined dating for her altogether. And now she can't date anymore because it was just such an amazing date. So we're done then. I guess that's it for the second date. All right?
See you later.
No, you still want to do it?
Yeah, let's run through it just because I feel like it wasn't completely perfect, but
Okay.
I want to try another perfect date with her.
Big
Fine,
Go against
Ethan.
the expert.
I know. Thought I helped you out already, but whatever. Tell us your story. What's the name of the girl you want to call today?
Her name's Skylar.
Skylar.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, and we actually met on a dating app, which I'm kind of totally averse to, but I've been on this dating app for maybe about a year at this point, so I feel like I've kind of seen the gamut.
So you're a
most
little
girls-
jaded and your expectations weren't real high is what it sounds like.
You could say that, but I've had connections with people, but I just haven't, I don't know, something that was completely different about this girl. I just felt like it clicked between us.
Are you saying before the date or once you guys met in person?
No, once we met in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was so special about the whole thing?
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like there were so many Me Too's in the conversation. You know, like she would be saying something and I would be like, oh my God, me too.
Hmm.
It was like 40 times where we were like, oh yeah, me too, me too, me too.
That's when it's good on a date. If it starts with a hashtag, it's not going to be a good thing. I guarantee it.
Right. No. I mean, it was not like that at all. It was just like, if, I was saying like, oh, I was a Boy Scout. She was like, oh my God, I was a Girl Scout. We had like so many things that we had in common. And, But yeah, the big thing is we kind of connected over how long we were kind of in the Scouts program.
Oh, you guys went deep into the...
Yeah. We went for a deep, because she was a Girl Scout for like, I don't know, like, from when she was 9 or 8 until she finished high school.
Oh my God, did you guys have like a knot tying contest right there?
We totally could have. I would have loved to have had that. How many knots can you do? Maybe 15, 30 right now?
Wow.
Oh, cute date.
So are you one of those guys that's like an Eagle Scout? You made it all the way to the top, and then like you live the rest of your life still like a Boy Scout, basically?
Well, I mean, it's not like you're always out and you're like bringing a survival kit with you at all times, but it does have some really solid life skills in it, of like this idea of always being prepared and whatever. Regardless, the big thing that I felt like she took from it, what I took from it as well, is that we both really enjoy the outdoors and stuff, and like camping and hiking. So that kind of just gave me like this brilliant idea that I thought maybe it would be really romantic to give Skylar like this traditional campfire, but in the city.
Okay.
I love those.
And so at the end of the date, I was driving her home, and on our way home, I was like, well, one second, I'm just going to go in and grab something. So I kind of ducked into a 7-Eleven, and I bought one of those Duraflame logs, and like I got some empty boxes, and I got some marshmallows, because I was like, well, why don't we have this campfire in the city,
That's cute.
That is really cute.
I thought it would be really kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Cute until
Where'd
you
you-
get busted by the cops.
Yeah, I was
because I
gonna
don't think it's legal.
You said campfire in the city. Where'd you fire up this log? In the middle of a street?
No.
He's in a back alley next to a...
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of an alleyway, sure, but it didn't feel sketchy at all. But I thought she kind of would have enjoyed it, and she totally did.
It's pretty romantic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did you guys kiss?
Yeah, we kissed. We held hands a little bit. We were kind of being, cuddly and stuff. And
So right there in an alley, smelling like, I'm sure, urine and trash next to a dumpster with a Duraflame log going, you guys were just snuggled up.
it was one of those you had to be there moments. I mean, talking about it in retrospect, it does kind of seem a little
Don't let
ridiculous.
Jubal hate on your campfire, okay? He just hates the outdoors.
That is
all
true.
right?
It's very
So
true.
I
Even
think,
city outdoors. I just don't like being outside.
Yeah, I think your idea sounds super awesome, and I can't believe she's not calling you back.
I feel that way as well. I mean, unfortunately, we weren't able to actually eat the marshmallows that we were roasting because I guess the Duraflame is like toxic, I guess.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, the chemicals.
Yeah, there's a lot of chemicals in that thing.
Yeah, exactly. I guess my part of being prepared as a Boy Scout kind of fizzled out at that. But it was a good date. I left it at that. I drove her home, kissed again at her place, and then, you know, I texted her after a couple of days just to check in, and she didn't ever text me back. So
I think Jubal's right. It was too perfect.
Yeah, maybe it was just too perfect.
Yeah.
You haven't heard a word from her at all?
No, I'm kind of worried that maybe she's met someone else or like on the app, like she might still be on the app, you know, and searching. Maybe she like went on another date and that guy went to Dubai with her or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and find out why she's not getting back to you with your second date, okay?
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Hang on.
You know, I honestly wasn't sure if this was a second date or a missed connection. Because apparently these two have crossed paths more than once in the past.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Which just goes to show you, either one, it was meant to be.
Yes.
Or two, when you're in the single scene for a while, you're going to keep running into the same desperate people over and over again until you settle.
It's like a
The
club.
pool isn't
Still-
as deep as you would hope.
Well,
Still single, huh?
Yeah.
We'll find out which one it is when we talk to Caitlin, who emailed us for some help today. Caitlin, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Good.
So tell us about the guy that you want us to call today. What's his name?
Oh my gosh, his name is Chase, and we met online.
Yeah, it is ironic. That's a good point.
All right, so you met him online.
And when you say you met him, are you talking about the first time you guys met? Because Jeffrey said that you kept running into each other.
Well, so that's kind of the weird thing. He kind of threw me when we were chatting, and his opening line is, "Hey, remember me? We were matched a year ago, and then you just blew me off."
I've actually had those.
You ghosted him?
Honestly, I can't even remember, but I do get matched with a lot of people, and so maybe he just slipped through the cracks.
Oh, yeah. Got lost in the fold of hundreds and hundreds of matches that are coming after you.
It almost seems like kind of passive aggressive. Like, remember me? You blew me off.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause I
like
remember.
Yeah, like he's been holding on to some grudge for a long time. But you didn't take it that way.
No, I don't know. It was kind of mysterious and everything, but I felt crappy about it. I was like, oh my gosh,
Oh my gosh, he was hot and I blew him off. What was I thinking?
Yeah. So did you end up meeting up?
We did. He took me to a really super fancy restaurant, and it was amazing. I mean, for the minute we walked in, a lot of people seemed to recognize him. The host seemed to oh, hey, and greeting him. And then a server came up to him, and I was I couldn't quite overhear everything, but something about Barbados. And then I could have sworn I heard him say something about a Sports Illustrated shoot.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
So you
Who did you go out with?
Yeah, is he famous?
I don't think so, but he's obviously someone super important.
Is there a famous Chase? Chase Utley.
I don't know.
He hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't know.
There's a game show called The Chase.
What does he do for work? Is he a photographer?
He was a bit vague about it. He said into investments and
that means something illegal.
No, actually, that's smart because he can say anything. If he says investments, I just get confused and believe him.
Yeah,
investments. Okay,
sounds
whatever.
wealthy. That's great.
Exactly.
It's like when I don't want to tell people I'm in radio and I just say I'm in marketing.
Yeah.
Nobody has any questions anymore for some reason.
So
You're right.
Once you got seated, how did dinner go?
It was great. We had really fantastic food and great conversation.
The chef came out and kissed him on the mouth.
People were asking for autographs.
I mean, it wasn't quite that crazy, but
Okay.
he definitely got some attention. And but the thing is, he was kind of shy about it. I tried to ask him questions, and he didn't seem that interested in talking about how fabulous he was.
Shy or secretive?
Yeah, that's a good question, Alexis.
Well, I know. I have to have this guy's back because even though we're not that cool,
because I'm famous, and let me tell you what it's like for me
when people ask us about our jobs, you're like, it's radio, it's cool, it's fun, we don't want to talk about it and delve into it, right? Because people think it's, oh wow, and it's really not.
I don't know. It just sounds like you don't really know anything about this guy. What do you know? What did you learn about him?
Well,
his name's Chase.
Okay.
We know that.
He was an extremely generous tipper. I don't know exactly what he left, but he left cash, and it looked like he was leaving $100.
Oh. And if he's leaving cash, he's counting it in front of her.
And if he's
1, 2, 3.
He's not radio famous then.
Yeah.
But if he's leaving a big cash tip, then so how did you end up leaving things with him?
He was a total gentleman. He walked me home. I invited him up for a nightcap, and we had a great time. And he has not called me back. And I mean, I'm sure if he is going to places like Barbados and stuff, maybe he's just crazy busy and in different countries, and it's just hard to get back in touch.
Yeah, he's a different area code and time zone right now.
This guy's a total enigma. You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know if he's busy. You have no idea what his schedule is. I think it's crazy.
This is what I've always wondered about celebrities, and please don't be offended by this. Because he's so rich, do you think maybe on the date he realized you're not up to his richness level? And maybe just materialistically, he's like, ma, she's not
you think
a Barbados
rich people
traveler like I
only
am.
date rich people?
Yeah, most of the time they do.
Rich guys don't date rich women.
I hope not.
No, they just date women who like money, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, those are the classy ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it did cross my mind, maybe I'm not up to what he's used to. Maybe he's used to celebrity.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, let's find out which one of those is true. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Chase for you, and we'll try and get you your second date. Okay, Caitlin?
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, hold on. And I'm just wondering, Tell me if I'm getting too personal here, but when you said at the end of the night, he walked you back to your place and then you invited Chase up for a nightcap and it went good.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to get details.
Does that mean he left a half hour later good? Or did he leave the next morning good? Did he leave the next week good?
Oh, wow. That would have been more than good. That would have been, whoa, Caitlin.
He's a squatter.
How good was it?
I guess like the next morning good.
Yeah, girl, yeah. I gave you an air high five. Sounds like a fun night.
Yeah, we just wanted to get a little clarification.
Wow, 10 hours of sleep, huh?
But after that, Chase is not calling back at all. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, and how many days has it been?
5.
Well, it's interesting because you guys went to a really nice restaurant, and at first I was like, oh, he's wanting to impress her. But then when everybody knew him, I'm like, oh, he's just a rich guy and this is his place.
Yeah, he's a regular.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, that changes the narrative. I mean, did you get a vibe that there was going to be more?
I mean, everything seemed to like click, so I don't know why there wouldn't be more.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
If it was awkward, it'd be like, duh. But...
Okay. Well, let's call Chase and get some answers for you. I'm going to dial his number right now. You ready?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Chase?
Yeah, who's this?
My name's Jeff from a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
All right.
Yeah, we're buddies now, Chase.
Yeah,
we're good.
we're
you
best
know?
bros at this point.
What's up, bro?
How many people are on the phone right now?
Yeah.
4. There's 4 of us.
Yeah.
There's 4 people on this call.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
That's the low amount for
Talking,
this one.
yeah.
Okay, but no,
All right.
It's a morning radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, and we do a segment called The Second Date. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email us to call them for you to help figure out the reason why.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
See, it's a good thing.
That's funny.
Yeah. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be good, too.
It can be sweet.
Yeah.
It can be a lot of things depending on what your answer is. And we're calling on behalf of one of our listeners named Caitlin.
Ah, oh, that's even funnier.
Hey, we're a funny show.
I think we have different senses of humor.
Yeah, I don't know about that reaction.
Sis.
Why is that funny?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny.
Okay.
Well, Caitlin, I don't think finds it that funny because it's been apparently 5 days since you guys went out and you're not calling her anymore. Is that funny?
Well, I mean, that was kind of like a one-time deal.
What? Did you make that clear? Because for her, she felt like you guys really connected. She told us that, like, you're the one that hit her up on the dating app. And we're like, yo, a year ago, you brushed me off or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that invested in it. And I mean, it was fun. It was fine, but yeah, that's not going to happen.
Sometimes you're just not into people. That's okay.
But why did you go hunt her down after a year?
Why'd you stay the night at her house?
I mean,
Why would I spend a night at her house?
Okay, never
exactly.
mind.
No. Why would you spend so much energy finding this person that had blown you off a year ago and then asking him out again if you weren't invested at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, we matched up after a year again. It's not like I hunted her down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We just rematched. That's all.
That was the universe. That's not your fault.
Okay.
Okay.
But she told us all about your night, and she made it seem like it was a pretty great experience. She told us you took her out to this really nice restaurant where apparently the waiters love you, and they were bringing up photo shoots in Barbados and Sports Illustrated. And she
Oh my
was
God,
really...
she told you about that?
Is he laughing again? Is this funny again?
Yeah, why is this funny now?
What's funny?
This is hilarious.
Why?
Well, the dating scene out there right now is just utter shit. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah, you already
Well,
did.
yeah, it's
so
too
we can
late
bleep
now.
that out.
Should have asked before you did it. But that's okay. Okay.
And so you can't just like close your eyes and hope for the best. You gotta have to have a game plan. And you also need like one of your buddies to help you out with this. So I said investments because I knew that would probably make her be like, ooh, investments.
You're talking about, are you saying your job in investments?
Yeah, because it was just vague enough, but it still intrigues.
Wait, is it a lie? Is that what you're saying?
I got an E-Trade account, but it's not investment.
Okay. I own like 10 Dogecoin.
But the thing is here is that I asked my buddy who's a waiter at this restaurant to like help me out, build me up a little bit in front of her, in her eyes. He gives me an employee discount. I leave him a really nice tip. She's none the wiser, you know, and it builds credibility for me in her eye.
This is just like a game you're playing with all your dates so you can get laid?
Brilliant.
I would totally fall for this.
So this isn't just something that you did with Caitlin once. You do this all the time.
Well, that's what dating is. It's games.
It's not outright lying about who you are and pretending to be a famous person. Like, you don't think you could get laid on your own? Like, you have to, like, make up some extravagant story about it and get other people involved?
Wait a minute. I did not make up an extravagant story. I made it look like something, but as far as she's like, she took it the way that she took it.
Well, she took it as like you're a big shot that goes to Barbados and does photo shoots for Sports Illustrated.
She took it exactly as you wanted her to take it. Yeah. Like, that is exactly what you planned out, dude. What do you really do?
I'm not going to tell you. I don't know who you are.
Maybe if you're willing to sleep with him, then he'll say something.
Okay, all right.
So your whole plan was to just say whatever you want to say, spend the night with Caitlin, and then never talk to her again?
I mean, that's layman's terms, but yes.
I like how you say, like, you're not interested in her, and that's why you can't talk to her again. Like, you can't talk to her again because your whole life is a lie. Like, what are you going to say? You'll never, what if you meet somebody you actually like? You'll never be actually able to date them.
Look, you sound really bitter right now, and I'm assuming that this has happened to you in the past. So.
You do
You wouldn't be wrong, man.
She's
but-
always the rich one, so she's jealous.
I just hate liars. Like, man, you're going to ruin your own life by doing this, and you don't even see it.
I never lied. The waiter was saying those things, and I just politely smiled.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I give up. Caitlin
All right.
is going to be glad to hear. I mean,
Well, at this
gross.
point, Chase, I need to tell you something that's probably going to break your plan of never talking to Caitlin again.
yeah.
Because she's actually on the other line listening, and she wants to talk to you.
Who's sneakier now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. What the hell?
That's even your name.
You
Like,
people are ruining my life.
that's just messed up.
It might be messed up, but that's the way that dating is right now. So, I mean...
Well, yeah, if you're going to be that sour about it and, like, have to just come up with lies, not ever giving anyone a shot. Who knows? Maybe you were actually a nice guy, but I kind of doubt it after hearing all this information.
You only kind of doubt it. That's amazing, Caitlin.
He's not wrong about the bleak dating scene. You got to take what you can.
But, Kate, like... Honestly, if you asked me if that's true, then I would have told you the truth.
Oh, really? Ask him now, Caitlin.
You do this over and over for one night stand. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, and pathetic. It's just so pathetic.
I know that I did what was best for me. I have to put the playing field in the way that would best suit me. Who wouldn't do that? You know what I mean? Who
But you're
wouldn't
not
try to
even
make it?
playing. You could have spent your 2 Benjamins on just getting what you wanted. I mean, that's just...
Well, joke's on you, Kate, because my buddy actually gave me back some of the tip that I gave him. So I didn't really...
I didn't think of that.
It turns out he's not so rich, Alexa.
Give him like $1,000 and he gets like 900 back or something. Oh
Well,
my God.
In that case,
smart.
Yeah, you showed her, didn't you, Chase?
if you're not that well off, then we need to help pay for your second date.
Yeah, Brooke feels really bad.
We're offering to do, Brooke is actually going to fund it fully on her own.
I'm always standing up for the under.
Yeah, Chase, what do you say? You want to give it another shot?
Yeah, I don't have to take any of this.
Oh, wow.
I'm sick of being ridiculed by you losers.
Oh.
Did he hang up?
Yeah, that was the best part of the whole call for me.
Oh.
Just the hang up.
Which one of us was he calling a loser?
Definitely me.
Yeah, I think it was all Brooke.
Definitely me.
Way to ruin that for us,
Yeah,
Brooke.
yeah.
We thought we were cool with the rich guy.
Yeah. Caitlin, I'm sorry that it played out that way.
I just want to throw up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, some dudes just, they get what they want.
Yeah, they're not all like that out there, Caitlin.
But
Maybe ask for a real profession next time when you ask them what they do for work.
No, I think you need to go back to that restaurant every day this week and just blow up his spot.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now we're
Oh my God, I am doing that. I am totally doing that.
Hey!
Thank you. Great suggestion.
He's gonna have to find a new friend.
Yeah, take a video and send it to us, please.
Finally, a successful second date.
There we go.
If you missed the first part of today's second date, then you haven't met Eugene yet. And Eugene can be summed up in 3 words. He's got game. That's pretty much how you can sum up Eugene, because he told us about his first date with a girl named Diana. They actually just hung out at his house, played a little Yahtzee. It's always the best foreplay. Then he put something on the TV to try to get her in the mood, a little Game of Thrones. Nothing gets people hotter than a little brother and sister action.
Oh my God, is that what happens on games?
There's some of that in there, yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, everybody's kind of sleeping with everybody in it. It's a pretty crazy thing, but, people get excited over that. And then he ended the date by saying we should binge watch the rest of this together. Oh, and I can binge do you. So, yeah, no idea why Eugene isn't getting a call back from Diana, but we're about to find out.
I know you think your binge do you joke is really funny, and I think it could have been, but it's all about timing, right? Like, you hadn't even kissed her yet.
Well, yeah, that's why it's a funnier joke.
Okay.
If you're not sexually attracted to you, then it's not funny, probably.
Well, we'll find out, Eugene. We'll get her on the phone and see if she thought the joke was funny, and then see if she'll go out with you again, okay?
Play on.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Diana, please?
This is Diana. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Diana? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, Diana.
You actually familiar with the show?
Yeah, I love you guys.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks.
A lot of times
awesome.
we
Yeah.
call for second dates and people have no idea who we are, so that's refreshing.
Oh, wait. So you're calling about second date?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we are.
Okay. Who is it? Is it about Dylan?
Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan. I went out with him a couple days ago. Was he asking about me?
Not asking us about you, because no, it's not about Dylan.
Oh, God.
Anybody else you can think of who might want to do a second date with you?
Is it Eugene?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
It's Eugene.
That wasn't as excited as you were about Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eugene's calling about me, okay?
Yep. Eugene told us all about your date, and he said he really liked you, but now you're not getting back to him. So is there a specific reason?
Well, I mean, so he did tell you what happened? Like, he told you what he did and everything?
Yeah, I'll tell you what he told us. He said that you came over there. I guess the weather wasn't that great, so you guys decided to just hang out at his house, played some Yahtzee, watched some Game of Thrones.
Oh, flip through photo albums. Can't forget that highlight
photo
from
albums.
the date.
And then I guess at the end of your date, he made a joke that he told us, and we told him didn't sound like it was that funny, but he said you should come back and binge watch Game of Thrones, and also he's going to binge do you.
Wow, I'm honestly really surprised that he just told you all that. So embarrassing.
Pretty honest guy, I guess.
You're surprised because he should be embarrassed, right?
I mean, yeah, he should be embarrassed, but apparently he's not.
He thought it was a funny joke. Did you not think it was funny?
No.
Yeah.
Did you guys think it was funny?
I will say, I think that he meant it in a lighthearted way, but I also told him he was creepy for it.
Yeah, that's not the only reason why it was creepy.
Oh,
There's more creep. There's more creep to Eugene.
Oh, yeah. I
Thought
mean,
we'd heard it all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all he told us. So
Could you-
what is he missing?
Well, did he tell you what happened during Yahtzee?
No. Did he try to get you to play strip Yahtzee or something?
Yeah, no. Thank God.
Okay.
So in the middle of Yahtzee, we were playing a good old round of Yahtzee, and then he was like, hold on, and he takes out a camera and goes over to the window and starts videotaping the neighbor's yard across the street.
What?
Okay.
Why? What did he explain?
I mean, I wanted to ask, but I decided I didn't even want to know.
Oh.
Honestly, this was just a favor to his mom. I work with her. I'm sure he told you that.
Yeah. He said that his mom set you guys up.
Yeah, and I like her, and we work together. We see each other every day. But once I got there, I was like, wow, this guy's like a little unstable, and I felt weird being there. And I was just sort of trying to plan how I was going to get out of there.
Okay, but let's get back to the video camera thing. What was he? So he videotapes his neighbor's yard?
I mean, I don't even know. I didn't even ask. That's all I know is that he was videotaping his neighbors.
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
But after that, you stayed for a full episode of Game of Thrones?
I don't know. I just kind of figured I would wait out the episode and get out after that.
All right, well, Diana, if you've listened to these second dates before, then you should know that Eugene is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, you guys, I totally forgot you do that. Oh, no.
Yep. Eugene.
Hey.
Oh, there's Eugene.
Yeah.
Hi.
Eugene, why are you videotaping your neighbors?
Oh, it's not what you think. It's a total misunderstanding.
Eugene, it sounds creepy, like all the other creepy things you did.
No. Here's what I was doing. I'm close friends with the neighbors, and a little while back, I realized my neighbors, they don't take enough videos of their kids. So I'm putting together a video collage of their kids for them for their upcoming anniversary.
What?
Oh my
No.
Dude,
You're
Eugene, that
watching
is...
Yeah. Whenever I see the kids playing in the yard, I take out the camera, record it. I'm going to put a soundtrack to it. The neighbors know. They're cool about it. The neighbors know. It's total misunderstanding. It's unfortunate it happened during the date, but that's all it was.
Well, hold up.
It's not a big deal.
You actually had a conversation with your neighbors about this?
Yeah.
So they know that you're videotaping their kids through your window?
Yeah, they think it's a great idea. They're not the best at technology, and I'm really good at computers, so they're happy to have me capture some moments.
Some
Through
moments where
your-
it looks like somebody spied on their
Yeah.
children, like there's no audio, they're kind of far away. Like, I don't know that I believe you, Eugene.
No, we're putting music to it. It's going to be good.
I know, dude. You just said that on the radio. Like, do you hear yourself? This is like a perfect example of the creepy level that you live at.
What? I'm doing a nice thing for my neighbors.
No, that's not how you do it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Rob and Sandy, they love it.
Dude, it was the middle of the night and it was raining. Like, that's a terrible time to get video, first of all, and also so creepy if kids going from car to house in the middle of the night.
Wait, were the kids in the yard in the dark in the rain? I'm confused now.
Yeah, they were playing in puddles.
No.
I have night vision on my camera. The kids were playing in the
You're
puddles.
videotaping kids with night vision goggles, Eugene?
Yeah, friendship never sleeps. I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think other things never sleep. Eugene,
Are you on the
are
list?
literally have proof that the neighbors are cool with this.
Yeah, I talked to them.
I feel like we need to call the neighbors. Like, I feel like on this one we need to
Yeah, I
step
think we
in.
feel like we need to call a lot of people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, call them. Sandy loves me.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, okay, the video camera aside, let's just bring it back to the date. It just wasn't working for me, like on every level, every step of the way.
So, you don't want to continue Game of Thrones?
I think that might be what she's saying, Eugene, but
Oh, Eugene.
I guess we can check for sure. Diana, would you like to go out with Eugene on a second date? We will pay for
I
it.
would not. I would not.
Okay, you started answering that before I even asked, Diane.
Rude.
Listen, Eugene, like, you obviously have this, like, nerdy side to you, which is awesome for somebody. And, like, if you could just bring it down a notch and maybe, like, ask your date if they would like to play Yahtzee or if they would like to watch Game of Thrones, maybe you could hit it off with another fellow nerd and you'd really have a good time. But I am not that person.
Yeah, okay.
I think that you're just going to have to chalk this one up as a loss, man.
Yeah, lost for her.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
You hear that, Diana? You lost.
This is one that I'm totally fine to lose.
Yeah.
All good.
Hey, can you ask her if I can still just touch her boob?
What?
What? No, Eugene. All right, we're done with the second date now, Eugene.
I am sorry.
There are a lot of dating websites out there. Match, Plenty of Fish, singlebeagles.com.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a dating website for beagles.
Okay.
But nobody can beat good old-fashioned mom setting you up on a date.
Oh, mom is the
my
original.
God.
Mom is the original dating website. Why is there a website where mothers can match their kids up? There should be mommatch.com
I
or
think you
something
just
like that.
stumbled upon $1 million idea.
Okay. Everybody forget I said that.
Yeah, except nobody wants to sign up for that except for moms.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Eugene is on the phone right now, and apparently he got set up on a date by his mom. What's up, Eugene?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh my
Not
gosh.
much.
Does your mom actually have good taste for you?
Yeah, she's great. She sets me up all the time.
What? I've never heard of the good
How does
taste part.
And how is your mom meeting so many women your age?
She works in a big office. You know, she looks out for me.
Okay.
So anytime they hire somebody who's around your age, she just walks up to them and like puts them through the ringer to see if they're material to date her son, huh?
Yeah, basically, and she's way more successful at getting me dates than I am.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's a good or a bad thing.
yeah,
Well-
you got a pimp for a mom. Good for you.
Tell us about the girl she set you up with this time. What's her name?
Her name was Diana.
Diana. It was Diana.
Yeah, it is. I
Oh,
don't know. I mean,
good.
she's, you know, well I'll
She's
get
still
to it.
with us.
All right. Her
She's
name's
still alive, I hope.
her name is Diana. And what'd you do with Diana?
Well, she said we'd meet at my place before the date, and we never left. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Attaboy.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Wait, hold up. Is that what your mom is hoping for you as well? Is she wanting you to score like that?
My mom just wants grandchildren. She doesn't care how it happens.
Okay.
It's like, even if it's a
I
mistake
understand
from
that
a drunken night of hanging out at your house, it's fine.
There are so many times my mother said to me, now, if you did accidentally get pregnant, that would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm here to take care of them.
Yeah, she's the only one who doesn't want him to be
Right.
safe, right?
So you guys ended up just staying at your place. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I must have been really on my game that night.
Okay. Well, tell us about it. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, she was really cool because she didn't look like a lot of those girls you see on the internet.
What does that mean?
Yeah. I see a lot of different kinds of girls on the internet. Yeah. What?
What do internet girls look like?
I mean, Diana's boobs were just a little smaller, but she's still super cute, you know?
Wait, are you watching like a ton of adult videos on the internet? What?
Did that come out wrong? Or?
No, I just mean in general, you know, the girls on the internet.
Okay.
That is so creepy.
So she looked a little different than the other girls that you see all the time on the internet.
And her only descriptor is the size of her boobs so far.
Well, we know what kind of stuff you're looking at on the internet. That's all. What else did you like about her?
She was just easy to talk to, and, you know, the weather was bad that night, so we kind of stayed in and did a lot of fun stuff together.
Like what?
We looked at some old photo albums, then we ordered Chinese food, played some Yahtzee. It was fun.
Did she think it was fun? Because if she's flipping through your baby books, chances are pretty good she was not having a great time with that.
She seemed to be laughing. I don't know. She seemed pretty good. I mean, you know, it seemed like things were going pretty well because then after a little while, I made my move. I waited till she went to the bathroom, and then I put something risque on the TV.
I don't want to know.
That's your move?
And that worked?
What?
And what? Yeah.
No.
So she came out of the bathroom and there's a porn playing in your living room?
No, not a porn. Come on.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay. What did you put on the TV that's risque to try to get her in the mood?
Game of Thrones, duh. There's always nudity in that.
That is true. There's a lot of nudity and a lot of weird sex stuff.
Action. And,
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it still.
Oh, you have to watch. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so good. Oh, you got it. Have you not watched? Take off of work tomorrow and watch it. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, you sound like you like it a lot.
Well, did it work? Did it get her in the mood?
By the time the first episode ended, it was super late, and she had to leave. At the end, I'm like, I'm looking forward to binge watching the show with you and binge doing you. So maybe that was
what?
a little forward.
Did you really say that?
I'm going to binge you.
Did you really say that?
I meant it as a joke, you know.
Yeah.
We had banter. I was joking, but
Right.
maybe she you know, overthought it.
Well, did she laugh at that joke?
She laughed, but it was like a kind of nervous laugh.
Okay, that sounds like more of like a shocking thing. Like, whoa, did he just say that?
Okay, then.
I from your description, if I was that girl on the date, I would think you were creepy.
Yeah, you were just trying to...
What? Creepy? Why?
I'm going to binge do you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you need to know. That's,
without ever kissing.
yeah, without even kissing her. That might have been a bad move, man.
And still, the only way you've described this woman is by her boobs. Like, I know nothing about her other than her boob size.
She smells nice.
Okay.
Again,
So she's
that's
got,
kind of
you know,
creepy, Eugene.
Boobs are on the smaller side. She smells nice, and apparently she doesn't know how to take a joke about being binge done.
I mean, you guys don't understand. You just had to beat her. It was super funny in the moment. Trust me.
Wow.
All right, man. Well,
Wonder what could have gone wrong.
we will play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date, okay?
Okay, thank you.